I said, she crawled in my bed, said she did it just because. She must be the one I'm waiting on. Inside of my head, drove from the flesh to the bones I dread. And even when the darkness knows us night, and I have the fight, let me burn to ground. I have a fire all inside of my head, drove from the flesh to the bones I dread. And even when the darkness knows us night, and I have the fight, let me burn to ground.
I'm falling top to toe, falling in love, but my heart's not there. I'm falling top to toe, falling in love, but my heart's not there. Problems, don't you know? Now get them off your chest, put your to rest. From my top to my toe, right from the word go, I was falling, I was falling. Before you even know, the cracks start to show. I was falling, I was falling. I'm falling, top to toe falling. In love, but my heart's not there. I'm falling, top to toe falling. In love, but my heart's not there. I'm falling, top to toe falling. In love, but my heart's not there. I'm falling, top to toe falling. In love, but my heart's not there. I don't know how it feels, 'cause I don't live in your part of the world. And I wish it's not ideal, oh, but nothing is forever, my girl. See, I'm a dreamer. Oh, for love, it is all in the name. I'm a believer. But you may be far away, but you're thinking the same. Oh, I close my eyes and I picture us together. I hope you know that I'll be waiting for you, my love, on this New York City coast. I close my eyes and I picture us together. I hope you know that I'll be waiting for you, my love, on this New York City coast. Oh, 'cause you're the real deal. You're worth every bit as much as you know. Yeah, delivered, signed and sealed. I will get that girl, albeit slow. And I'm a dreamer. Yeah, for love, it is all in the name. I'm a believer. You may be far away, but we're thinking the same. I close my eyes and I picture us together. I hope you know that I'll be waiting for you, my love, on this New York City coast. I close my eyes and I picture us together. I hope you know us together. I hope you know that I'll be waiting for you, my love, on this New York City coast. I close my eyes and I picture us together. I hope you know that I'll be waiting for you, my love, on this New York City coast. I'll be waiting for you. I'll be waiting for you. I'll be waiting for you.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to CSGO Fight Night for our best of one between Extremum and Last Resort. I am joined tonight by the amazing, the incredible, the downright gorgeous Josh. If you guys want to give him some love and chat, Josh, introduce yourself.
I appreciate the kind words. I can't deny it. I can't deny it. I'm just kidding. I'll keep it humble, but yeah, a really, really strong matchup tonight. TLR versus Extremum. Obviously, the Last Resort, the boys from home, the UK lads. They're a really strong team. We saw them their last strong LAN result we saw. I actually casted at Epic 28. It was a fantastic event. They finished it off third. They've had one small roster iteration since then. They took out JBY, moved in down to the 6th, and they've got Stempium for this tournament, who is an absolute fragger, the ex-Exilium player. Fantastic player. So I'm excited to see what he can bring out. Big fragger, really big frag potential on him. And yeah, I'm really excited for this matchup. I think Extremum, they're a team, a Russian team. Obviously, statistically, you can look at all of this data, and they're a very, very strong team. And I've seen them actually. I was just about to say I haven't seen them, but I have seen them recently competing in a lot of qualifiers. They've got some top places. They're clearly very talented, but they're players that I don't know too well. So it's going to be a surprise to see who pulls out the frags and who comes out on top today.
Fantastic. That's like what we like to see here. Obviously, CSGO Fight Night, best of ones. If you lose, you are out. So we're going to have to find out who is going to take today's best of one. Is it going to be Last Resort or is it going to be Extremum? So, Josh, we always start our casts off by taking a wild guess who is going to take this one through. Now, I usually let you go first, but today I'm going to go first just because I've been wrong for the last 3 casts now, and I am starting to get a bit worried about my own premonitions per se. So I'm going to go with the Last Resort taking it. I think it's going to be a 16-10 scoreline.
16-10 scoreline for the Last Resort. Well, we always go against each other to keep things interesting, but I don't feel right backing a Russian side today, especially when we've got UK players playing. Some of these players are guys that I play with myself, and they're good players. I have to back them. So I'll go with TLR as well. I do think it'll be a little bit closer than 16-10, though. I'd say we'll go with a 16-13 today.
Oh, okay. Great premonition. We're just going to get into the action very shortly. So before we do, ladies and gentlemen here at the CSGO Fight Night community, if you guys want to let us know who you think is going to take it away today, by all means, put it in the chat. We're going to see it, and I'm sure we're going to be able to read out a few of those as well. If you guys think that you have that top quality analytical thinking. So, Josh, are you as excited as I am to see these boys on the map? I'm not actually sure what map we're going to be playing today, though. Does anyone have any prior information as to what map we're going to be going on to?
I don't know. I can have a look super quick.
Oh, in fact, we might see right now, as we do jump in the action, it's going to be Nuke.
Oh, an interesting one.
Today's best of one. Okay. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Nuke. It's a map that we've seen a lot already in CSGO Fight Night, as well as our other broadcast, the Lions League series. It's a great thing to watch. We'll be having that after CSGO Fight Night as well, so stick around for this best of one action and get involved, ladies and gentlemen. Get involved.
I recommend doing so right now, though. Look at the initial control gain from TLR. They've managed to get themselves down secret, completely uncontested. There we go. There's the engagement. Rain finds himself 2, but Stempy and Wolfie finding the refrags, brings things back onto a 3-on-3, but they find themselves on the A bomb site. But Stempy punches in the numbers. They're able to get the bomb down. A man advantage. But Stempy needs to land the shots as both players raining in. They've taken out Wolfie. It's a 2 versus 2 now. Both coming in from Hut. There we go. The headshot going on to Stempy, and it's all on Starboy now. A 2 versus 1. It's Waterfalls and Norway. Waterfalls falls. And Norway, the bomb's beeping. He needs to find this frag. Starboy's playing this one perfectly, playing right back. Has to swing wide. Norway's going to find the kill, but has he got time to get the defuse? He's grabbed himself a kit. He might just about have it. Norway's just about got it. What a fantastic retake. And what good info from his teammate to go down the vent there and grab the kit.
That was one hell of a retake, especially from Norway. That extra information from his team about the kit being in vent saved that whole round for them. So well played, Extremum. First round going to them. Already, though, a lot of equipment being bought up here for the CTs. We've got Pulp with the XM. We'll also have to see where he goes with this. And the T's sticking with a full Glock. I didn't even spend a single penny this round. Smart from them. Norway starting things up with a 2K, but Benny fragging out Pult in the background there. Going to see them rotate, wrap around into B side. They have the bomb plant as well. They're going to have to get themselves into bomb plant positions. Going to have to see how the CTs enter this site. They do have the gun advantage, and it's only going to be one singular T remaining versus 4. Here's Benny behind this door location. He doesn't seem to be able to pick that one up. And it's going to be a second round going the way of Extremum. Pick up from them.
Indeed it is. Something I actually forgot about this roster is this roster has Waterfalls. Now, for anyone that doesn't know this name, ex-Windigo player, he also played for Method back in the day as well. This guy has attended 4 majors. He is an absolute talent and, yeah, really, really integral player in this Extremum roster. Actually, the only name I really recognize. I've seen Rain pop up a few times as well around the CIS scene, but Waterfalls, a very, very sharp tool to have in the box, and be interested to see what he can bring to the table this game. And actually, if they find the spot, what he can bring to the CSGO Fight Night tournament on the 22nd. Right now, though, it's TLR. They open things up, find 1, make that 2, as Husky gets himself a kill as well. That's Waterfalls out the equation. So the 2-man advantage, they've gained outside control, and it's looking like they're going to try and work onto A now. But Extremum, well, they lose 1 more player. Wolfie Times finds Plot and Lost Fallen as well. That ended very, very quickly. Extremum, I thought they were just going to hold on to the bomb site there, try and contest it when TLR try and burst through A main, but instead they pushed out, tried to level things out again, and it did not work out at all for them.
That it did not. Puts us on a 2-1 scoreline. Last resort looking a bit stronger now. They didn't let Extremum get that 3rd round and start to, I don't know, build up a bit of a runaway with that scoreline. But you see a lot of Ts on the outside position now, taking advantage of that. We've got 2 CTs, in fact, 3 ready to receive them. All toting pistols at the moment, except for Lost, who has lost his AK. We've got frags going back and forth. Benny with a nice pickup with the AWP. Waterfalls, though. Retaliation with the USP. It's going to be a 3v3 at the moment. Norway still contesting outside as a CT, while the other T's trying to work their way on. Wolfie does pick up Rain. Nice headshot with the AK as well. Pulp back at him. Wolfie goes down. Still anyone's round at the moment, as the CTs have retained some AKs. Who is going to pull this one out? Benny's so patient, waiting for Stempy to get behind. Door's going to be a bit of a Sanku for Norway. But he doesn't seem to be reacting at the moment. In fact, Norway patience taking out Benny. AWP is down, and it's a 1 versus 2. Norway seems to know. In fact, they're going to take that round there. There we go, 3-1 Extremum, and it was a very back and forth round.
Yeah, indeed it was. I thought that there was a chance for TLR to clutch that one out. They had the info, but aim not working out for them there at all. So, Extremum, they bounce right back off of that round loss, take things 3-1. TLR, they will be able to buy it back into this round. Benny with the AWP, rest of the players just down to those AKs. They've got limited utility, but as they're pushing outside, they seem to be doing it well. Benny connects the shot onto Waterfalls. That's the outside hold down, and it allows them so much control. But look at Lost's position here. This could be absolutely huge if he can peek out and find himself one. Rain going to do some work as well, though, as he takes out Stempy, levels things out again. Lost is the key player here if TLR try and go for some kind of wrap. And if they don't go for the wrap and they go back through T-Main, then, well, they're going to have some angry CTs waiting for them. Lost takes out Starboy, finds himself another onto Wolfie as well. Things starting to fall apart for TLR as we find ourselves in a 2-on-2 and they're trapped in outside. Lost still doing the work. A massive, massive round from him as Husky left in a 2-on-1. He falls. I mean, I don't know how that's happened for TLR. They take the two-man advantage and then they just throw it away.
They did. They don't seem to be, picking up these 2-for-1s. Extremum doing it very well. Not letting their own teammates get caught out in the open. And they're not falling without any retribution or any rebuttal. We're going to have to see if TLR can, start to crack open the CT hold, and it might be this round that does it. Husky opens up onto A, onto Pole. He gets a second, as you know, Starboy that picks up Rain. Waterfalls with the AWP does find one, and he's in the heaven position, does get knocked out of it, putting us into a 3 versus 3 situation. Bomb does go down here as, Norway finding Starboy. Great headshot from him. Husky's now going to have to do a lot here if the CTs do decide to go up into heaven. Seems like they are waiting to back each other up, though the time ticking down. Bomb is slowly counting down now. As one of the T's does falls, Husky. Oh my gosh, Norway is on fire at the moment. All 3 CTs fall. Bomb is being defused. And that is another round for Extremum. That was quite tactful. I love the way that they took their time to get back on the site. They picked their time well. They didn't rush, and that's another round going their way.
Yeah, they played that retake fantastically. And TLR going for a timeout here, round 7. It's a good time to use it. You've got 4 timeouts in a game, yeah? There's no reason not to be using them. And there's no such thing as using it too early on when you've got 4 of them to play with. So they'll just be talking about what's going wrong here. And I think the issue actually is, and it's not so much of an issue on the TLR side, it's more actually something that Extremum are doing really, really well, is TLR, they take those initial engagements, they win their aim duels, and they put things into like a 5-on-3. And they take the bomb site, and they get the bomb down. And then it seems that post-plant, either the T's just are in bad positions, and therefore Extremum, they go in for the retake, and they come out on top almost every single time that they've gone for the retake, or even in rounds where TLR haven't taken the bomb site, when you look at that round where they took out side control, they had a 3-man advantage. And just because of positioning from the CT side and discipline not to swing out and take engagements when not necessary, they came out on top. So I think TLR, they really need to focus right now on, once they get those initial kills, reeling it in a bit. Not getting over-aggressive, not getting greedy, trying to finish off the round because you've taken a 2-3-man advantage. Actually having that advantage, falling off of it and saying, right, we're going to regroup, we're going to try and get away onto a bomb site. Or if they are already on a bomb site and got the bomb down, then we're going to fall right back. We're going to have crossfires. I'm going to make sure that this site is absolutely locked down and there's no way they can retake it. This round, though, it's going to be Extreme coming out on top. No man advantages for TLR right now as Norway going for a hero play. He finds himself 2 outside before he gets traded. Gives his team the man advantage as it's a 4-on-3 now. And, well, TLR have taken no control at all. Extremum, a very good start to the round from them.
That it is. Husky actually picking up Waterfalls from the backlines there. Wolfie picking up a second. This timeout's definitely paying off at the moment. We've seen a slightly more enthusiastic last resort team. Polt and Rain are gonna have to do a lot here. Finish off these 3 final Ts. They have Double AK and the Galil set up as well. They're very dangerous at the moment. Polt, though, AUG in hand. He's going to be keeping an eye on A site. Will he be able to stop these T's if they decide to rush out there? But it does seem like they're going to be going for a ramp push, in fact, and are going to be going down into B. Who is going to be down there to stop them? Looks like it's going to be Rain that's creeping around the halls here. It's going to be in a good position as well. Oh no, T's have changed their mind. They're going to be rotating all the way around now. 17 seconds, though. They need to do something, or else that timer's going to go all the way down. They do take down Polt. Time to get that bomb down, T's, as it's in a 1v3 situation, and Rain has it all to play for.
Yeah, 1 versus 3. It's definitely doable if he chooses to go for it, but right now, it's looking like he is going for the save call. If you look at the money on his team's side, Polt is the only one that can't buy. Everybody else will be able to buy into this round. So if Rain can save that M4, he drops it over to Polt, he can buy himself, and his entire team can pull out a full buy going into the next. So if Rain can stay alive here, it would be absolutely detrimental. Just needs to make sure he holds on to that rifle. And TLR, they haven't really got the money to be hunting here, so they're not going to do so. All exiting together. They'll be happy that they won that round. But Extremum, they're going to be able to buy into the next, and TLR effectively have got to string 2 full buy rounds together in a row. Rain actually grabbing himself the AWP right at the end there as well. That's going to go straight over to Waterfalls. And yeah, very nice pickup. I didn't even realize that was down outside.
Neither did I. This game has been very interesting to see so far. Extremum putting up one hell of a CT side at the moment. Though that pause, that timeout that we saw earlier, definitely given Last Resort something to think about, how they're going to get onto these sites, how they're going to take down these CTs. And we're going to have to wait to see what happens, as the T's are going to be having an outside push. A little damage going on to Husky there. Seems like Waterfalls has the read, and he has a great little gap in the smoke here. But the T's have read it as well, and they've backed straight the hell out of there.
Yes, they have. Man advantage for TLR now. They're doing exactly what I was saying. Once they've taken that man advantage, they leave someone outside to maintain that control. And then they all fall back together, try and work somewhere else. But as Benny falls, that opens outside up again. He was the man that was maintaining that control. Shouldn't matter too much, though, as his teammates are all down B. Just need to focus on getting this bomb plant now. It's looking like they're going to go... No, they are going to go down the vents. They're going to try and get it down on B. 40 seconds left, though. They need to hurry things up. Just manages to get across. Starboy seems to think there's someone above him. He is wrong. No nades on that CT side to deny that plant. So he gets the bomb down. A 3 versus 3, but Rain finds himself the kill. So a 3 versus 2 retake now for Extremum, and it's definitely a doable one, as they're all there ready to retake it as soon as that bomb's gone down.
Here we go, Stampy. Great headshot onto Rain here. Do see the attempted bomb defusal coming in. Lost does fall. It's going to be Husky to try and peek it. Waterfalls finds him. And there we have it. Round 6. Going the way of Extremum. They get the bomb defusal and the final frag to boot. Josh, how do you feel Last Resort is coping with their T side at the moment? Do you feel like they're doing something wrong here, or is it just Extremum with a very, very strong CT side?
Yeah, Extremum are playing their CT side really well, and it's not like TLR are just losing all their angels and unable to take any control. TLR are actually doing really well at taking control, getting those initial picks, but yeah, Extremum just playing it perfectly. They allow TLR to get onto the bomb sites, they allow them to get the bomb down, and then they pounce, and they take the round in the closing seconds of it, and right now, seems to be the case again, but this time no bomb site involved. TLR, they've taken mid control. Extremum have let them get right up close, and then the SMGs poke their heads above, find themselves too, take that man advantage, but this round, Wolfie and Stempy, they've got something to say back, and it's all on Lost. A 2 versus 1, he's got Stempy and Wolfie to find. He's going to find himself Wolfie, but he gets himself down to 19 HP. As that's the bomb down, though. You should notice it. Might be able to come out on top here. Lost.
Ooh.
Oh, despite the HP deficit, finds himself the 2 kills, and that's the issue with TLR right now. They're just unable to close out these rounds. They take a huge advantage, and then they throw it away right at the end. It's really unfortunate to see, but Extremum doing really well right now, and Norway, the key player for that 13-5 right now. Wow, yeah, that grenade's not very good, is it? Not making things any better.
I'm not too sure exactly what happened there. It might have been a bit of tilt. Oh my gosh, never mind. Polt adding the salt factor too. That spray down was unreal on that position there. Taking down 3 for it. Another T falls in the back lines as well, leaving Husky alone with the Glock. And already with damage taken from his team, there isn't really much he can do. Polt cleaning up that round quickly though. 8-2. Last resort, they need to start pulling this one back in. 2 rounds is not going to be enough for their T side.
It will not right now, though. We are seeing Rain still down to that MP9. We've seen him on it a few rounds where he's been able to afford a rifle, and instead he chooses to stick with it. He's putting up the numbers, though, so it doesn't matter too much. So this round TLR, they're going for this same default. Look at that smoke grenade that's landed on top of the container.
That is a very interesting smoke to pop out there. Ooh, hold on, Norway. Oh, only finds 1 there. Wolfie taking him back down. Lost, though. Does pick up Husky as well. All the frags going in the way of Extremum at the moment. Waterfall's finding Starboy as well. Wolfie so low on HP as well. There isn't really much he could probably do here. It's going to be all on Stempy to kind of carry this round. Oh, it's looking very dangerous for the last resort.
Yes, it is, especially when Polt's doing you dirty like that. As he flashes in, should be able to find his next one onto Wolfie. No, Wolfie comes out on top. A very nice headshot. So 1 versus 3. I can't imagine there's any chance of him doing this one, though, as Waterfalls closes it out. And well, yeah, I mean, Norway, a fantastic play on outside there, almost getting the spray transfer. And even though he only got 1, he did a huge amount of damage onto the second. And what it did is it drew the attention of the players outside. So whilst they're looking over towards A main, they're looking over towards Garage because they know that there's players there. All of a sudden, they have to turn their attention to Secret. They then leave themselves completely exposed out in the open to the other angles. And yeah, Extremum just completely shut that one down. So really, really nice stuff from them. Keeping 3 players alive as well means they can build the economy on 3 players. It's interesting to see when you look at the players that have held on to their money on these gun rounds. Rain sitting on 7k, Waterfalls and Lost sitting on 5, and then, well, Norway and Polt just down to the mere $650 and 1100. So they should, in fact, they should have the money, especially if they win this gun round, to effectively be able to buy for the rest of the half. TLR, they pulled out these full weapons. I'm not really sure where they've been getting their money from. It seems that I only remember them going for 1 eco. And every other round, they seem to have been able to pull out a buy. I think it's just due to the fact they keep getting these bomb plants. They keep getting the bomb plants. They keep getting several kills. They just can't close out the rounds.
No, they cannot. Extremum are really not making it easy for the Last Resort to get into this game. On the same token, though, Last Resort making it hard for Extremum to win this one out, convincingly. There's still a lot of hope here for the Last Resort, and we hope to see them pull back a few more rounds and maybe make this one, a good show today for CSGO Fight Night.
Yeah, I hope so too. I really want TLR to pull some back here. I feel like they really deserve it. This isn't your common stomp where you see, they're 9-2 down, they're just getting railed, like they're just a bad team. Yeah, that's not the case at all. They've been winning their Angels, they've been taking control really well. It just seems that Extremum much better at closing out these rounds. And Norway, he should have the sound cues right now. He should be able to hear them below. But actually right now they've managed to put up that wall of smokes and get right down to B, completely uncontested. But look at this Extremum. They've rotated their ramp players down. They've got Waterfalls on top of the bomb site. They've got Lost sitting on ramp holding single door. This could be a complete bloodbath if TLR go in and don't expect these 2 players to be here. I love this off angle from Waterfalls.
Here we go. Bloodbath about to commence. It's going to be Lost that takes down one. Benny does find Lost in the background. Husky has taken down Waterfalls, and it's going to be a 4-slap down from the CTs. Not another refrag coming the way of Last Resort. Wow. Like you said, Josh, absolute bloodbath on that B site. And there was only so much Last Resort could do there. And they are going to take another timeout here. Looks like they are struggling, Josh.
Yeah, I think they might have been using too many timeouts too early as well, and things just not working out for them at all. Another example that we just saw there of good early control. They've thrown the wall of smokes mid, they've got down secret, they're laughing. They're thinking, right, we've got our way down secret, we've not taken any casualties, now we can initiate a take onto this B site. But Extremum, they just allowed TLR to fall into their trap. Yeah, they've let them get down secret. They've let them take the B control because they're rotating their ramp players down early. And Waterfalls and Lost, even though they're on the site and they've only actually found themselves one kill on the initial entry, it was Lost that found one. Waterfalls just fell without killing any. They bought valuable time for the other two players to rotate down. In fact, other three players to rotate down, and they completely shut it down. So yeah, it seems like a fly trap kind of thing. Like they're allowing TLR the control, and then they start to get confident, and then they just completely take over. So Extremum 10-2 right now. TLR buying into this one again. As I say, seems like ecoing's not an option for this side. Let's see if they can finally pull off a round and try and take this half 10-5 for Extreme and run away with it. They're going for a vent dive, but Waterfalls takes out Starboy early on. That's going to stop that play from happening. Gives them that early man advantage as well. They're doing a lot of damage.
They are. We're going to see the smoke to replace that other one there. Keeping the T's at bay from getting through that door onto A site. Seen a lot of CTs rotate over as well. Slow around as well. I like this. I like that they're not, rushing too quickly into these firefights. They're taking the time to stack up. Here we go. Full execute onto A site now. Polt's ready for them though. Wolfie takes down Polt in return. Norway burning down Wolfie. Husky with a return frag onto Rain. It's just back and forth yet again. Look at Norway though, so patient on that position. It does pay off through the smoke, and he spams down Stempy, putting Husky alone in a 1v2, and Norway and Lost have the retake to contend. Will they be able to pull it off? Or will Husky be able to keep this bomb safe? These CTs, they are creeping. Husky finding one. He's sure to know where the other is, but Norway does drop Husky down. This is another round where it should have gone Last Resort's way, but Extremum keeping their heads together, and they get another round on the board, 11-2.
11-2. I mean, this is looking dire for TLR. They've pulled another buy into it. Just the AKs, no money for an AWP. And yeah, I mean, they need to start doing something differently. They're still getting the bomb plants. If you look at the previous rounds, how many rounds have actually got onto the site and got the bomb down and still not come out on top in that position? Unless you've got a huge man disadvantage. When you're on the site and you've got the bomb down, you should be able to close it out most of the time, but this isn't good at all. Husky actually killed himself on mid. I've only just realized there. They do bring some frags back, though. Bring things into a 2-on-2, but as Rain finds one back, he actually gets traded by Stempy. It's Lost versus Stempy. The bomb's out in the open, but as Lost drops, surely this is his round. Yes, it is. He finds the kill. And Extremum go 12-2 right now. I mean, TLR, even if they take this round, it's a best case 12-3 half. This is not good at all, and they know it. Nuke isn't this CT-sided anymore. I mean, even back in the day, a 12-3 half was nowhere near good, yeah? But you could sort of say, do you know what? This map's incredibly CT-sided. There's definitely chance for us to pull it back when we switch sides, even off the 12-3 half. And you saw some major upsets at high-tier Counter-Strike from those kind of positions. But right now, modern-day Nuke, I just don't see it happening. TLR charging right in. Polt finds himself the first. Rain and Norway, oh my goodness. Look how quickly these frags are coming in. TLR falling like flies, and it's all on Starboy. A 2 versus 1. He's only got the Deagle to work with as well. I think he's living on borrowed time here. There we go. Rain closing it out. Beautiful headshot to finish things off. 13-2 right there. A very, very nice half from Extremum. Like I was saying before, waterfalls. Look at that little trophy on the scoreboard. I've always wanted one of those.
Yeah, that's like, it is good to take a trophy home, put it on the mantelpiece. But seems like Extremum's going to be the one taking that home at the moment, because last result, they have just not found their way into this game at all. It's unfortunate to see, as you know, they are the UK boys, the UK hype. I have noticed there seems to be a bit of panic almost in the last resort guys. They're running into firefights. You know, they're not stopping, getting their aim back and shooting. They're just charging in, spraying. I just can't quite understand what's going on with the team right now. Wow, hold on. We've already got a 5 versus 5 plant here on the A site, and it's going to be absolute chaos.
Yeah, TLR taking a page out of the Extremum strat book, allowing them the site, and then going for the retake together. I like this strat. They were retaken from heaven. This is something we have seen previously. Benny. Oh, I thought he was going to knife in there, but no, he's played the smart play, gone for the headshot, just making sure he gets it. But as he falls to Norway, it's all on Husky right now. Not going to be able to happen. Norway finishes things off with 2 nice headshots and actually 4 kills in the round. A massive one for him. As Extremum, 1 away from match point, and TLR. Oh, I don't even know what to say for them right now. They're going to have to... Well, I thought they were going to eco here, but no. They are forcing into it. They're still playing for the win. They're definitely fighters, but is it going to be enough? And even if they do start to pull it back, is it too little too late? Is Extremum just charging down ramp right now?
They are charging right into these CTs. Utilities stopping them from peeking as well. Cutting them off. They've got no idea how to push on. And Wolfie, look at him. He's going to have to contend with 3 very angry Ts. Just while we wait for them to do so, Norway is absolutely going huge this game. 23 kills for his team so far. He's big, hard carry today. And it's definitely showing after that pistol round. Huge 4K. Oh, Rain. Oh, Benny, goodbye. Wolfie's going to have to do a lot here. I don't think... Oh, never mind. Hush my mouth. He finds 1. That's Norway down as well. That's big. Pulp finding 2 in return, though. Husky and Stempy. How has Wolfie not been seen here? There we go. He does get picked up. But, I mean, he was there tapping away for a while. I don't think they really cared that he was even in that position in the first place.
Yeah, it's bizarre for it not to just get cleared as soon as they push down there. But either way, unable to connect his shots, so he does get punished for it. And again, we're seeing TLR. They're on a desperate force. 3 pistols, an MP9 on Stempy, and an auto shotgun on Wolfie. You'll love to see it. Let's see what they can do with it. They're spamming away with these pistols. Benny's found himself too early. This might be the round they put on the board as Benny finds another. He's spamming away with the Deagle. No headshots, but 3 body kills. Gives them a 2-man advantage as he finally falls. And it's all on Rain and Norway. Rain down to 50 HP as well. The bomb's down out in the open. This could be TLR's round to put on the board. But I mean, it's 15-2 right now. It's definitely come too late. But let's see what they can string off of it. Let's see if they can actually close out this round in the first place.
Fingers crossed they can after that start. It was quite good to see. I mean, obviously, these British players, they don't give up easily. And you can still tell they've got a bit of heart in them in the way they're charging in with these pistols. We're just going to see what Starboy can do. He knows one of them's there. There we go. He drops on a 1. Great uppercut from Rain there, knocking Starboy off that position. It's going to be a 1 versus 2. Rain with the better weapon, but Stempy? No. What happened to Stempy there? Just burns down. Unbelievable. Wolfie now does pick it up, does clean out the house, and we have a 3rd round going the way of last resort, but is it a little too late?
Yeah, it came a bit too close. Bear in mind they took the 3-man advantage. I think it's very reminiscent of the entire game, to be honest. TLR, they start off the round strong, and then they slowly let it slip as they drop 1 by 1. Wolfie making sure that they at least get a 3rd round on the board, though. It makes the end scoreboard look a little bit better. So 15-3 right now. Extremum looking to close this one out, but as they're just down to, well, a pretty sketchy buy right now. Just a couple of rifles, couple of pistols. They find the 2-man advantage, though. They should be able to work their way onto a site here. This should be their round for the taking. But I quite like TLR's positioning here, playing this quite deep, ready for the retake. Norway's got a good angle if Stempy chooses to walk through, but for now he's playing it disciplined, wants to work with his teammate Starboy. And Extremum yet to make their mind up on which site they want to put their bomb down.
Stampy's creeping behind this door now. Norway's going to be there to catch him as well. Norway's in a very dangerous position. Waterfalls does get the bomb down, though. It's going to mean that these final 3 CTs are going to have a lot to do. Starboy's in a good position to charge out when his teammates are in a position to do so as well. Going to be fighting Waterfalls. There we go. He drops him down. Norway, though, does find one in return. Starboy and Stampy find 2 on their own. Polk goes down in their position. That's going to be another round going the way of last resort. We could have a comeback on the cards here, ladies and gentlemen. We could have a comeback.
We definitely could, but it's such a long road ahead. TLR, a fantastic retake from them, actually. Especially 2 men down. They've done really, really well to pull that one back. 15-4 right now, Extremum. I think they are going to choose to eco into this one. Even though they've got plenty of rounds to play with, they don't want to allow TLR to bring too much back. Allow things to get close. So just going to buy some Deagles, big Kevlar on Rain, and that's going to be it. So they should get mowed down by the rifles of TLR right now. And Benny's actually going real up close outside with that MP9. Gets taken down. In fact, kills himself again.
Oh, Benny. Unfortunate for Benny that he does burn himself down in his own Molotov.
It's the Molotov. I believe it was actually Husky who killed himself last time, but basically, TLR are not having a good day.
TLR are not. I don't know whether they were ready to show up today. Maybe they woke up on the wrong side of the nuke. Maybe, I don't know. But either way, we're going to have to see how this round goes. It's going to be a 4 versus 4. Pistols in the hands of Extremum. The round has slowed down to a snail's pace as the CTs are waiting to figure out where these Ts are. And look at Waterfalls, though. He's in such a strange position at the moment. He's managed to creep all the way down secret. He's on B site, causing a bit of a distraction, possibly for an A take now. Wolfie's prepared, though, just in case they do decide to jump down. 30 seconds left on the board. I don't know what's going to happen in this round.
Do I like that play from Waterfalls there, keeping Wolfie on his toes, but as the initiation goes on, Starboy and Stempy find 2, Husky getting 1 as well, Stempy closing things out onto Rain, and, well, TLR, they're not going to let the pistols bother them today. They managed to take that round with somewhat ease, and now they're able to pull out a full buy, and they're going up against Extremum. They're just down to the AKs, they have got the utility, but finally we're seeing an AWP go out on Benny. Oh no. Toxic from Waterfalls. Thinks his teammate.
Very, very toxic.
Ooh.
Oh, Benny. Up close and personal round. I guess 2. Will he find a 3rd here? He does find the 3rd. Benny, this is what we needed for the last resort here. Show up earlier, please. Does he find another? He's between a rock and a hard place. He's got a teammate to back him up here, and he knows where the last one is. It's going to be lost in a 1 versus 4. He's just going to continue to push this. They have the rounds to really play with, so he can do whatever he fancies. And that's Benny with a 4K. This is what Last Resort need to get themselves back into this game.
It's a ballsy play from Benny there, but I think that the timing of him doing something like that shows it really shows, because you wouldn't do something like any other time. Yeah, it's a really, really ballsy play. You push right up close outside, you take those close engagements, and it works out for you 1 in 5 times. Yeah, and that time it works out really well for him. He connects his shots. Extremum unable to trade him, and he takes the round. But you wouldn't be doing that if it was, say, 13-13 right now. That's just something he's gone for the flashy plays. It's 15-6. Trying to make these hero shots. Right now, it's not working out for him at all. He's getting mowed down by these pistols. He's not even able to find himself anything as Rain takes him out. Waterfalls has managed to pick up the AWP as well. Such a dangerous player to have it. And this could be all that she wrote for TLR. Despite the fact that they're against the pistols, they're falling apart. Wolfie's trying to fight it, but he gets traded by Rain. Waterfalls has got the cross for these two players on ramp. Surely nothing they can do here. Waterfalls takes Stempy and Starboy, a 1 versus 3 to try and keep his team in this. I don't see this happening for him as he gets smoked out. Extremum still yet to grab that bomb, but they're all in good positions as Starboy starts to push up. Oh no, he makes a mistake as he clicks the wrong button and he gets taken out by Rain. Extremum finally close it out, 16-6. Potentially they could have taken that a lot more. Yeah, they could have taken a 16-2 there had they not thrown those last few rounds. But either way, Extremum, the dominant team throughout that entire game, really. And yeah, I mean, it shows in the scoreline.
That it does. It's a shame to see it because we obviously picked them up straight at the start of the stream. You know, the hometown homies, you would have thought they would have shown up a bit more, but still, great game from both teams. Unfortunately, TLR are now out and Extremum continue into CSGO Fight Night. But sadly, that's all she wrote for today's CSGO Fight Night. Josh, how do you feel today's cast went?
It went well. I'm ashamed that we didn't see more of a showing from the UK boys, obviously, but it is what it is. They were against a very, very strong side, some really strong players on that Extremum roster, and I'm really excited to see them on the 22nd in the CSGO Fight Night main tournament because they're definitely a contender. I mean, TLR, you've got to remember here, TLR aren't some rubbish team, yeah? They're a very strong roster. They're a top UK roster. So for a team to just wipe the floor with them like that, they're going to be a really, really strong contender coming up against some of the other top teams that we've got battling it out on the 22nd. And yeah, I'm excited to see them there. I think that they're a contender for a top position.
That they are. So, ladies and gentlemen, we have more action coming up after the CSGO Fight Night. We have the Lions League Series. We have 2 Scrim teams, Army Scrim teams as well, going against each other. Though we're going to be finishing this one off for tonight. So if you guys have enjoyed yourself, by all means, drop a follow on AFLGG and join us next time for some more CSGO action from me here. It is good night from Josh as well. Would you like to close this one out?
Yeah, sure. Thank you, everybody, for watching, for all of your support throughout this entire week. And yeah, make sure you tune in tomorrow for tomorrow's qualifier game. And make sure you give us a follow so you don't miss out on any of the action. For now, though, this is it from me and Blitzy, and we'll be joining you very, very shortly with the Lions League action. Good night, everybody.
There's a notebook on the table, you can take it to the store, so you won't forget the groceries anymore. There's a rifle in the cabinet that I used to fight a war, but to this day I don't know what I was fighting for. I'm fighting for. Show me love, sweet it over, and I'm falling at your feet. After 30 belongs in my hand, belongs in your hand, belongs with me. Show me love and speak it over, and from the flesh to the bones I dread. And even when the darkness knows us night, and I have to fight, let me burn to ground. I have a fire all inside of my head, so from the flesh to the bones I dread. And even when the darkness knows us night, and I have to fight, let me burn to ground.
I'm falling top to toe, falling in love, but my heart's not there. I'm falling top to toe, falling in love, but my heart's not there. I live alone on my own, won't you save me? I've got hope, but I need more than that. You can help me, bring me down to earth. And I feel it in my heart, feel it in my soul. We've both got problems, don't you know? Now get them off your chest, put your mind to rest. She said, I'm falling top to toe, falling in love, but my heart's not there. I'm falling top to toe, falling in love, but my heart's not there. I'm falling top to toe, falling in love, but my heart's not there. I'm falling top to toe, falling in love, but my heart's not there. I walk alone on my own, won't you leave me? There's a road, but I need more than that. If you help me, no one will get hurt. And I feel it in my heart, feel it in my soul. You and I have problems, don't you know? Now get them off your chest, lay your mind to rest, your mind to rest. From my top to my toe, right from the word go, I was falling, I was falling. Before you even know, the cracks start to show. I was falling, I was falling. it feels, 'cause I don't live in your part of the world. And I wish that I did. Oh, but nothing is forever, my girl. See, I'm a dreamer. Oh, for love, it is all in the name. I'm a believer. You may be far away, but you're thinking the same. Oh, I close my eyes and I picture us together. I hope you know that I'll be waiting for you, my love, on this New York City coast. I close my eyes and I picture us together. I hope you know that I'll be waiting for you, my love, on this New York City coast. Oh, 'cause you're the real deal. You're worth every bit as much as you know. Yeah, delivered, signed and sealed. I will get that girl, albeit slow. And I'm a dreamer. Yeah, for love, it is all in the name. I'm a believer. You may be far away, but we're thinking the same. I close my eyes and I picture us together. I hope you know that I'll be waiting for you, my love, on this New York City coast. I close my eyes and I picture us together. I hope you know that I'll be waiting for you, my love, on this New York City coast. I'll be waiting for you. 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 Won't live and take all night. We're only gonna fly away from each other. I'm coming for you one time. I close my eyes and I picture us together. I hope you know that I'll be waiting for you, my love, on this New York City coast. I close my eyes and I picture us together. I hope you know that I'll be waiting for you, my love, on this New York City coast. I'll be waiting for you. 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 There's a notebook on the table, you can take it to the store, so you won't forget the groceries anymore. There's a rifle in the cabinet that I used to fight a war, but to this day I don't know what I was fighting for. I'm fighting for. Show me love, sweet it over, and I'm falling at your feet. After 30 years of service and months of it, I'm
belongs in my hand, belongs in your hand, belongs with me. Show me love and speak it older, and
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Lions League. We have one hell of a best of 3 for you guys today. If you guys are in the chat, by all means, let us know. Drop a hello for me and the famous, the phenomenal, the fantastic Josh. Welcome in, Josh. Hope you're doing well today.
Thank you very much, Liam. We've got some fantastic Lions League action for you today. We've got the Sappers versus the Royal Engineers. And, well, this is a Royal Engineers team that we haven't completely seen, have we? I mean, we've seen Power before. We've seen Sexy Doggo before. But Cronenberg and Aaron, are they some new names?
Cronenberg is actually one of the Army esports guys that goes to the events. Brilliant fella. I've had a few drinks with him as well. Really good guy. And he's very good with big green guns. So you want to keep an eye out for him. He's currently with the Royal Engineers B team at the moment as well. So keep an eye for him. Very good. The other player, not too sure exactly. Not too sure. We're going to have to keep an eye on him today. Are there any other names that are striking your attention, Josh?
Is that Tyler on the Engineers side?
TDI, I believe, is Tyler, yes.
Ooh, excited to see him play. We haven't seen him in a couple of weeks, but obviously I was joined by him yesterday for the Fight Night cast. So yeah, really interested to see what he can bring to the table. And on that Sappers side, yeah, I think we've seen all of these guys, haven't we, in previous weeks? Takio, yeah, without very strong player. Meeks, we've definitely seen at least once before. Mr. Majestic and Carol Baskin. We've seen that name before, haven't we?
Baskin has returned. It is Coxie in the form of Carol Baskin.
Alrighty.
We're going to have to see how well she plays today in our Lions League best of 3 scrims. And if you guys enjoy Carol Baskin or any of our players today, they all have social medias, especially the teams as well. So any of the teams that are playing in the Lions League, go check them out on Twitter and lionsleague.co.uk for more information on obviously the league. And of course, if you guys have a team that you might be interested in, getting involved with the Lions League, I just had a chat actually with a potential new team for the Lions League. We'll have to see. Not saying anything yet, but if you guys, ex-Army, were part of a regiment, and you know that those guys are some of the best CS players, or any other game, in fact, we might have more games coming in the future. So get them prepared, get them ready, get your applications in, and we might be casting you very, very soon. What do you think, Josh? I think it's a great time to be a part of the Lions League.
Yeah, very, very exciting. It's cool to hear that there's potential for new teams coming in as well. I'll throw in a shameless plug. Our handles just down there as well, just below us, just in case you want to throw in a follow, just below. But Blitzy, for this one, the Sappers, the Engineers, I'm looking at you. What are your predictions for today?
I don't know, Josh. But today we're going to be predicting what team is going to come out on top today. I believe with the likes of some of the names that I've seen for Scrim Team 2, I'm going to be choosing Scrim Team 2. First map is going to be a 16-6 stomping. And map 2 is going to be another 16-4 stomping. I'm calling it. I'm going hard today.
That is a big call. That is a confident one. Well, I'm going to have to naturally go for the other team, which, by the sounds of things, you're considering the underdog. I love a good underdog story, so I'll go with Team 1. And do you know what? Screw it. Considering we're having a crazy day today and we're going for some crazy score lines, I'm going to call your score lines, but reversed. So what? 16-4 and 16. What was the second?
16-6 was my first prediction. 16-4 is my second prediction. Josh, you are a madman to go against Scrim Team 2. They are absolutely phenomenal today. Big names, big players. Just remind me, which team is Power on? I swear I saw him in the lineup earlier. Was it Scrim Team 2?
Oh yeah. Maybe think about it this way. Maybe I'm just letting you have a week. I'm just letting you enjoy your correct prediction this week.
Maybe. I have had a very bad run of form with my predictions. Josh has been on it to a T. He's been very, very correct and almost predicting things that are going to be happening in the future anyway. So, guys, if you need a mind reader, Josh is available for hire. Can predict your future. We're just going to be waiting for the teams to be readied up and to get into the game. Until then, though, ladies and gentlemen, if you are here and you want to put any predictions in the chat of your own, then by all means, please do. And of course, just a message before we start. Obviously, if you are from the UK, you've probably seen the new changes to the lockdown procedures. But here at EFL, we'd still like to remind you to stay indoors, stay safe, and of course, stay alert, which is the new message. So please do that. But either way, we are going to be very shortly, going into our 9th round. So keep your eyes peeled and start putting your predictions down. Maybe even put a small bet on it with friends and family if you are watching from home.
Oh, get things interesting. Take a bet with your nan. Who's going to win today?
Exactly. If I had a bet with my nan, she would absolutely demolish me. I think she's predicted far too many things in the future. So yeah, no, Nana Blitzy, far too OP, especially if she's betting on Army Esports. I'm gonna have to get her involved. Maybe I could make a pretty penny this afternoon. But Josh, who are you excited to see out of the names that we've seen in these scrim teams today? Have you seen any in particular?
Well, obviously you mentioned Cronenberg, someone that I haven't really seen too much. I believe I've at least seen one game with the Engineers B team, where I've seen that name come up. So I'm excited to see what he can bring, especially with Diorp. Power, without two names that we've seen previously, really, really strong players. I'm expecting a big showing from them. I'm excited to see Tyler, though. I want to see what Tyler brings to the table. I know he's been practicing, and yeah, I want to see some big numbers from him today. As we come into the 9th round, teams slashing each other up to decide what side they start off on. A map like Mirage doesn't really matter too much. However, typically the CT side is favoured. So the 9th round doesn't mean nothing.
Especially for these teams today, obviously they are a mismatch of different teams in the Lions League. Even some players here we're seeing today that aren't even part of any teams at the moment in the season, the current season especially. Sexy Doggo is one of the names. Power as well for Scrim Team 2. I'm going to presume Scrim Team 2 is Royal Engineers, Scrim Team 1 is Sappers GG. I'm going to go with that. Yes, can confirm that is the current lineup. So, Josh's team today is Takeo, without, great name up, Wellmix, Majestic, and Carol Baskin versus... Does that make me Joe Exotic? Who's the Joe Exotic? Oh, Tyler is the Joe Exotic of Scrim Team 2, I think. Going in this round, and already the CT's rushing out. In fact, no, never mind. I'm jumping into that far too early. It's still the warm-up, ladies and gentlemen. No worries there. I got very excited about that. CT's charging out so quick, Josh. What's going on here?
It'd be an interesting strat. It would be an interesting strat, especially from the team side, if we were live right now.
Play there. Well, let's hope he brings that in to his generic play here as we wait for them to ready themselves out. Aaron's a good name. Aaron is a good name. Cronenberg, I believe. Power. I think I've got this, Josh. I'm not going to lie. It's a great lineup for Scrim Team 2.
Yeah, but I've got Carol Baskin. You're going down, Blitzy. You're going down.
That you do. If I remember correctly, Coxie is a great gamer. He's one of the army guys that goes to the events. I've seen him once or twice now, and obviously Cronenberg as well. Tyler, great names there. Coxie's a great pickup for you guys. He's very, very good with his rifles. He doesn't tilt as much, and he's actually quite cocky. You'll see him try and go for knife kills a lot of the time.
Excited to see it right now, though. Mr. Majestic claiming 2 heads for the wall. As he takes out Power and Sexy Doggo, brings things onto a 3-on-3. His teammates charging in to try and retake this site. There's no kit, though, so they've got to make this one snappy. As Tyler getting up close, gets taken out by Without. Gives them that man advantage as they get ever so closer to this bomb site. And Aaron and Cronenberg, they're not in positions that complement each other. This is going to make this all the more difficult, but they need to land the shots, and Sappers at the moment, they're just unable to do it. They're getting mowed down. Both teams very low HP now, and Aaron comes out with a knife kill as well. Cronenberg to finish things off. Look at the money on these two players right now. Aaron, second round, sitting on 6k. Not something you see every day, but it's something that, well, you dream of.
Absolutely. What a start for that team. Cronenberg, cool as anything, helping his team out. His battle buddy, Aaron, there to finish off the Sappers GG team for today on that pistol round especially. We're already seeing a very quick charge up short here. Look at them go. Nothing stopping them at the moment. No one in window to stop them at all. They're going to be getting all the way onto B side. In fact, they're going to be wrapping around. We've got someone jumping into window room at the moment. Takeo is taking a lot of damage. Wellmix has already gone down as well as Aaron. And it's going to be a 4 versus 4 with power so low. One frag going the way the T's already. Look at the health on Takeo and without. Unbelievable start for the T's.
I think I was a little bit ambitious with my prediction. However, early rounds, and yeah, definitely still time for them to pull this one back, as Royal Engineers, they will be able to take this one 2-0. With that bomb plant, the SMG kills as well, making their money looking very, very tasty. Takeo wants to find this Galil though, but Tyler not going to let it go that easily. And without actually getting himself one, despite being on 13 HP, but surely unable to retrieve that gun. Oh no! He's found 2. Does fall to the bomb though, so can't get away with a weapon, but does a decent amount of damage to the Royal Engineers side. But right now, as we go into round number 3, a huge bank on the Engineers side. They will be able to put an AWP on Aaron. Cronenberg down to a Galil. The rest of the players on the rifles. And Sappers, seeing much the same from them, but Aaron going to open things up. Mr. Majestic, not today, buddy, as he loses the AWP duel on mid.
Quite a strange thing to see, actually. Aaron taking over the AWP instead of the likes of Power and Cronenberg especially. I've seen this man with the big green gun in real life. Obviously, very good with the AWP and very good with the beer as well. Great drinking buddy, ladies and gentlemen. If you get the chance to meet Cronenberg in real life at an event, take the advantage as we see Carol Baskin tagging down TDI without getting a second frag onto Cronenberg. This is a great start now for Sappers GG to get themselves into this game and get themselves a round on the board. We're going to see a 3 versus 3 and Power and Carol Baskin like an angry married couple low on HP. Carol Baskin does finally go down. Power taking her out to 3 fraggers, 2 fraggers going the way of the Sappers GG team. Sexy Doggo with it all to play for. He does find one and he knows where the other is. They're both literally clinging on here as the frag goes the way of Wilmix. And it's going to be the round going their way as well. Sappers GG, first round on the board. And Wilmix saving the round for his team. But look at that, with 6 frags already for his team. Big hard carry coming in from him. That looks good.
Yeah, nice time for him to step up, and a good performance so far this game. It's going to allow his teammates to pull out a hefty buy this round as the Royal Engineers going into their reserve cache. They will be able to pull out 3 AKs, a Mac 10 on Cronenberg, and Sexy Doggo just down to the Deagle, but you can't count him out. He's a very strong aimer. Might be able to find himself something with it. The Royal Engineers looking like they are going to go for an A take with these smokes, playing it really, really slow though. And the thing is this is something we've seen previously, right? The Engineers, they're playing it slow, and they're doing like a 120 A take. But right now, had Sappers pushed up on B, got that info, they could have brought the stack over towards A. It's somewhat what they've done. The rotations are so quick, and whilst there's no jungle smoke up, surely this falls apart for them. Cronenberg jumps in and gets himself one with the Mac 10 though. But yeah, I mean, they've gone for a late A take. There's no jungle smoke. I don't think there was a CT smoke. All I saw was a stairs smoke there. I think the jungle smoke completely missed. And yeah, had Sappers got aggressive over towards B, they could have just completely steamrolled that round, even easier than they did. That was quite a bizarre one from the Engineers. Something that, as I say, we've seen in previous weeks on Mirage, where they go for a late A take, but they don't take any control before going for that late A take. They just, at the start of the round, sit outside a ramp for 30 seconds and then throw their smokes, which is definitely questionable. And I think the reason that they lost that last round, but Power takes out Carol Baskin, getting a little bit too aggressive, especially as the B anchor. It's going to allow them to get right up close towards the B site. Power wants to find this kill onto Wellmeeks, and if he finds it, it will open up the B site. There we go, there's the frag. They're able to push on and get the bomb down. They're in a 4 versus 3 now.
Good to see Carol Baskin going down early. As we see, with the AWP now in that position, he's doing a lot of damage, but not getting any kills. As we see Power putting an end to without Reign of Terror with that weapon. Go 3 versus 2, make that a 3 versus 1, and all the T's are low. Takeo, a lot of damage dealt to him as well. It's gonna be a quick frag going the way of Power. That's a 4K, I believe, that round from him. What a pickup from him. 7 kills to 3. He's looking very strong. It's going to be a without Power blood match, I believe, between these two. They've had some fights previously and obviously their regular team games. Are we going to see that continue here on this scrim, this friendly? Takeo as well, trying his hardest to pull that one back in, but didn't quite manage to do it. Now we're going to see a nice spread again for the CTs. Power charging back on that side, but look at the Deagle kills coming in from the CT side. Unbelievable stuff from them. Only 1 frag going back in the way from Cronenberg, and he's got a lot to do. 1 versus 4 with that scoped rifle.
Yeah, it's seems to have fallen apart for his teammates. Just with that SG, he's got the B site, but without the bomb. Sappers are going to do the right thing. Not going to hunt for that last kill, despite being in a 4 versus 1. They want to hold on to those weapons. I think Mr. Majestic will be keen to find himself one, but actually he's not close enough to be able to grab it. So, yeah, they won't be able to save that SG going into the round. Either way, though, plenty of money. They're able to level things out 3-3. The AWP's going to go over to Mr. Majestic, in fact. Takeo buys himself an M4. And yeah, I mean, they're against a full eco here from the Royal Engineers side, so they should be able to take this one with ease.
Absolutely. Without, he's going to be chilling on A site now. As they get another big spread from the CTs are coming in, and it's going to be an A take this time from the T's. They're changing it up. They're not going to be continuing to go to B. That did work for them last time, but obviously not this time. We've got a full pistol buy from the T's here. Sexy Doggo already on the site and already low. Doesn't find anyone. We do have 1 frag coming back from the T's, but it is a simple spray down. Never mind. Cronenberg continuing to tap down with that P250. He's on the site. Does he realize? Still 1 CT creeping. He's on that staircase. He probably hears him. That sound cube coming in. And jump. He's got that close range weapon, but he doesn't peek it. He doesn't get the information that CT is still lurking. Ramp play's gonna come in, clutch the double spray down. And that is another round going the way of Sappers GG. Good pickup. And Carol Baskin to defuse.
Yeah, Sappers, I mean, they took 2 men there. It's actually worked out a very, very good eco for the Royal Engineers. Bearing in mind they only had 1 player with the Kevlar, a couple of pistols. Getting a bomb plant and 2 kills is fantastic. It puts them on all the money in the world that they need to buy up into this round. Wouldn't be surprised to see an AWP on Cronenberg here. No. Why, he's bought a Galil. He had 8k. Does he just like the Galil more than the AK? That's crazy.
Cronenberg is a big Galil fan, I can confirm. He uses it a lot in the Army, obviously the Army IRL days. And he's just very good with it. I don't know how he does it. He picks up frags with a Galil that you would usually see with an AK. He's not one for tap shooting. He likes his sprays, and he's very good at practicing with the Galil. So TDI already going down early to without Zorb, or is it, I believe, Majestic or without Zorb here. Going to be a slower play now from the T's as we see them starting to stack up outside the B site. Aaron's going to be keeping an eye on that underpass section. Oh, there's another push coming through. Carol Baskin super close. Oh, was that a collateral coming in from without there? I didn't quite catch that. I believe he just double killed the T's there as they were pushing out from A site. Unbelievable pickup from them. It's a shame I couldn't see it. Would have been beautiful to see on the stream.
Yeah, if that is the case, it's a big time for him to do it. Allow Sappers to pull away. So yeah, they keep this 3-man advantage, and they've pretty much locked these 2 T players into mid. Mr. Majestic as well, catching himself a nice shot as Cronenberg trying to boost into window. And Aaron in a 1 versus 5. Almost impossible for him to find anything here. Should get picked off. Might be able to take that hand AWP out of the hands of Mr. Majestic, though. He's able to do exactly that. And actually, they might not be able to retrieve it. With 9 seconds left, though, he's just got to make sure he survives, doesn't die after time. He is going to fall, though. The AWP's been retrieved by Without, so Sappers not losing too much that round. They will be able to buy around it. Mr. Majestic actually going to buy an AWP of his own. So they're going for a double AWP setup right now. So we see Wellmeek sitting above 10k. Sappers, they've got themselves in a really good position.
That they have. They are really setting the pace for this game at the moment. Even though they're on the CT side, I think the T's are going to try and change this one up now. They're doing a very aggressive push out onto A side. One goes down early. They made that a second, made that a third. The spray down coming in clutch there. Just Aaron left alone, and boom! I believe that was a 4K coming in from Takeo there. Phenomenal pickup from him. And that spray down, just showing how good some of these Army guys can be. Obviously, some people might come in and go, oh, Army guys, they don't have enough time to practice. They don't have enough time to play. Trust me, ladies and gentlemen, these guys, they have had some time to work on their shooting, and they are putting on a show for us in the Lions League, especially in these friendlies, when the stress isn't on as much. There's a bit more of a, a relaxed environment. You do see some crazy shots coming out.
Yeah, the players really stepping up today. The names that we would have seen. Oh no, Power. He's whiffed that shot. He does survive though, takes a little bit of damage. But yeah, these players that we would have seen stepping up, like the likes of Power, aren't performing as well today from what we've seen so far. Sappers coming out on top. I mean, you've got to hope that your engineers string the next 13 rounds together. Sexy Doggo trying to make that happen though, but as Takeo finds himself two, finally traded. But a big double kill to put his team back into a 2-on-2. Wellmeek swings out. Why are you swinging out like that? There was no need. It's a 2 versus 2. You've got a player on each site. You've got the control. Far too ambitious. And it leaves his teammate Without in a 1 versus 2. He's got an AWP and he should be able to get to the window just in time to stop the cross. But he needs to hit the shot, and actually, yeah, he does get there in time, but he's not going to shoot. He's going to wait for them to get out. Van finds himself the kill, and it's him and Sexy Doggo now on a 1-on-1. Sexy Doggo fakes the bomb plant. Should be able to find this one. No, Without. Suspects he's to the right, hits a nice flick, and Sappers take round number 10, and they find themselves 7-3.
What a pickup there. That was beautiful to see. And Without showing up yet again. He's such a good player in this series. He's very, very well, he's very well practiced. He works well with his team. And even when he's not even playing with his team, he's still popping off. And I think it's more of a, today is a day to try and take on Power. They both have this kind of blood feud going on at the moment, which is great to see in the regular games. Put them together in a friendly, and it's almost like a 1v1. The other guys playing around them, having a great time. These two absolutely hell-bent on taking this one away. It's almost as competitive as the regular game. But either way, though, starting things off quickly for the T's here. Great headshot start things off. There's a refrag Without the AWP. But Sexy Doggo's in such a good position to pick that frag up onto Without. He's going to be pushing through the smoke as well. He's got a lot going on here as we see a rogue T, Cronenberg running in, trying to tap away. TDI gets the frag onto Wellmeeks, but Carol Baskin with the flank. It's such a great position. Will he find, or will she find Sexy Doggo? He does. And it's now a 1v1. There's Tyler, and Carol Baskin knows where Tyler is. Tyler! Woo! Never count out Tyler. No one puts Tyler in a corner, ladies and gentlemen. What a frag from him. 4th round going the way of the engineers.
I like that. I like that reference. That was good.
I'm full of them, Josh. I'm full of them.
As we go into round number 12, though, the Royal Engineers, off the back of that clutch from Tyler, will be able to buy into this one. Power pulling out the big green scoped rifle, and he's going over towards a ramp with it. Won't be able to find the cross shot, as no one's going to be crossing this round. They've gone through jungle. But the Engineers, they're just outside of A. They're ready for a take here. That smoke's going to slow them down, though. And again, Look, as we get to the 125 mark, that smoke's going to add another 15 seconds to the clock. They're not going to be executing until 110, and look at the positioning. Here we go. Carol Baskin pushed right through B-Apps, got the information that no one's there, and now they can rotate a player over towards A, and when the engineers do go for this take, they've got no chance. There's 3 players on the A site holding up, and there's a player coming in from behind. They should have this one on lockdown. No stairs smoke as well means that Without should be able to hit this shot, but no, he gets taken out by Sexy Doggo. Look at the aim on this guy. He's opened things up, found himself 2. Sappers could have denied that one with a Molotov going on to Palace there. It really should have happened before he ran out. But we find ourselves in a 3-on-3. Make that a 3-on-2. 3-on-1 now as Aaron, the last man on the site, is spraying away. He gets himself 1, but traded by Mr. Majestic. The Sappers come out on top, and again, well, the Royal Engineers, we saw this when the B team played. Last time they played Mirage, I picked up on it every single round. They were going for these slow takes, and they weren't taking any control elsewhere, and that is how you get punished. Carol Baskin pushing right in from behind on B, gets the information, knows that it's going to be an A push, and they can rotate the players over and completely shut it down. This time, though, a change of pace from the T side, and let's see how it goes for them.
Oh, it's not starting off. Oh, no, never mind. The spray not coming in clutch here. He could have taken out more. That's a complete and utter bloodbath on B now as the T's have taken control. The T's rushing over now to try and catch it back. To take it back. And we see Mr. Majestic with his ult. He's creeping up now. He's trying to work out where these T's are. And he is just trying. Takeo helps out. TDI picking up 1 in return onto Without. It's going to be Aaron and TDI to hold this as Majestic is just not finding anyone with that scope. It's going to be Aaron that finds 1. Majestic whiffs the shot. He's now in a 1v2 in a bad situation with that weapon. If he gets peeked by both players at the same time, it's game over. But Tyler giving him a chance to survive still. Majestic pushing in. Oh my god, what a shot from Majestic with the 180. But Tyler ending that potentially devastating reign of terror from Majestic there. Oh my gosh. That 180, absolutely beautiful from Mr. Majestic. And that is what you see here at the Lions League series. Unbelievable, Josh.
Yeah, a little bit messy at the end there, but I like to see Tyler keeping his composure. Clutching out another 1 versus 1. Gets his team on to round number 5 as, the Sappers. They've got the 8, so they've won the half. It's a good show from them so far, but if the Engineers can pull back the next couple, then we find ourselves in an 8-7, and things start to get a little too close. So they want to maintain this lead, but as they're just down to the pistols, they should allow their opponents on to 6. Mr. Majestic, a beautiful headshot though, as the bomb's yet to go down, and he might be able to do more, but as he gets mowed down by Cronenberg. Can't find any more than that. Tyler's going to take out Takeo, and Royal Engineers put their 6th round on the board. Sappers should be able to buy into this one though, so might be able to deny the 8-7. But the Engineers have done really well to pull this one back, make this a competitive half. Just interested to see how their CT side plays out.
That we will. A great round from them. We're going to have to see who starts to take that round advantage as these rounds start to come in now. And work out how the Engineers are going to be able to run this one through.
Oh, power finds 2, opens up this A site. The Engineers, he seems to have taken this round with ease as Sexy Doggo, oh, it's a bit messy, but he finally finds the kill onto Elmeeks. 5 players still alive for the Engineers side. It's all on Carol Baskin, a PP Bison in hand. And she's coming up from behind, going to be coming A ramp. They do shift, they got the element of surprise in their favour, but actually this flashbang going to give away the position, so that's gone. Flash isn't going to flash anyone. And yeah, there we go. Taken out, no problem at all. Power finds himself 3 that round as he redeems himself towards the end of the half, going 13-12. The Royal Engineers pull it right back to 7, so an 8-7 half. Keeping things competitive. Let's see what we see going into this second half.
That we will. So, Josh, how do you feel these two teams are shaping up currently? It's been moderately back and forth, in fact. Obviously, seeing that 7th round on the board, it's gonna have to be the deadlock breaker with the pistol. here as we see them go into it.
Yeah, I mean, when we're seeing players that I'm not all too familiar with, and you throw me off with these crazy predictions, I think, do you know, maybe the Engineers roster, they've just got like some crazy roster here that will just absolutely smack their opposition, and it would just be a complete whitewash. But no, it's very close. Both teams really showing up today. Seen a fantastic performance from Without, which I was expecting because he has really shown up in previous weeks. But we've also seen some really nice AWP kills from Mr. Majestic. Takeo making some big plays as well. Really, really nice stuff. And there's Sappers right now. They're pushing right into B, going for a B rush, not wasting any time. The dink comes in on Aram, but as he stays alive, it buys the time for the rotations. Eventually falls though as Cronenberg goes as well. The two-man advantage, make that 3 as Power falls. Tyler, well, he's good for 1, but quickly traded by Carol Baskin, and a very, very quick and clean round by the Sappers. They take the pistol round. 9-7 now, as we go into round number 17. With the bomb plant as well, they'll have plenty of money to invest whatever they like. And they'll just be against the MP9s of the opposition.
Carol Baskin is quite the dangerous Tiger Lady we're seeing in this game already. Coxie, obviously the player behind the mask, doing very, very well at the moment for his team. And hopefully we get to see a bit more of the likes of Carol Baskin, Cronenberg, Aaron Takeo, all of these guys, great, great players. Hopefully season 2, if we do see them, and many more teams involved in the Lions League. You know, we'll be able to see a massive mix-up in who's the most dominant team in the Lions League.
Yes, we will. It's interesting to see these mixed teams, and it's actually really interesting to see these mixed teams come out as well when they have strats, yeah? And okay, some of the things we're seeing are just fast plays, A-take. Mirage is a pretty standard map where you can just kind of call these on-the-fly strats, and everyone knows what they're doing. However, there is an element of coordination here, especially on that CT side. And it is nice to see from a mixed team. Royal Engineers, though, against all odds, do take that second round. So 9-8 right now. They've got a fantastic opportunity to level things up. And Sappers right now, as they've gone for this eco, they will really just be looking for a bomb plant here. Mr. Majestic. Interesting to see a Glock Kevlar. That's not something you see every day. As they're faced up against a pretty hefty buy from the CT side. Just stacked up in Palace here. Really want to go for a waterfall charge this CT player. It's only Tyler with an MP9. There's not enough bullets in the mag to take them all down, but he's going to try and prove us wrong. Does only find 1 though, as his teammate is going to be forced to fall back, and Sappers will be able to get that bomb plant.
That they have. They've got the bomb plant down. He capitalizes on this round here. It's a very important one, as it might start to break the deadlock.
It shouldn't be this close. The bomb does come out on top, Power. Well, it's a big one for him to clutch up, but it should have been a much, much easier round. Sappers will be very happy with a bomb plant and 4 kills, all things considered. So as we go into round number 19, they'll have plenty of money to buy into it. And the Engineers will just be happy that they were able to pull that one back, and Power was able to clutch it, I think.
He does. Let's have a look at this scoreline currently. It seems that we have a great frag out from Power at the moment. He's leading the charts. Actually, Doggo as well, doing very well for the Engineers side at the moment on this second half, the CT side. They've got a lot of frags already built up from their previous half. So already it's shaping up to be one hell of a match.
Oh, sexy Doggo. He knows there's 3 down there. Connects a shot, but doesn't actually kill anyone. He gets a leg collateral, so makes 2 players. He's going to get them down real low. Grenade could finish them off, but they don't need a grenade. Power's behind. He's found himself 2. Should be able to get a 3rd here onto Wellmeeks. No, he whiffs the spray. Does a lot of damage, but he is going to fall. Sexy Doggo finally claiming himself a kill. But you've done enough damage this round, but that's not enough for him as he finds the last onto Wellmeeks. And it puts the Engineers back ahead for the first time in a while this game. They take it 10-9. A very, very close game indeed, and the Sappers are down to an eco now. So the Engineers, this is their time to pull away.
It does seem that it is that time again, folks, on Thursday, 8 o'clock, NHS. If you guys want to support the NHS, by all means, put your hands together, clap away, and let them know that you are here to support them as well. I'm sure the guys in the server will probably do that when they get the chance to as well. Probably, you know, doing it as they're running onto site, as they usually do.
Yeah, that may be why Cronenberg was caught off guard on short there. But yeah, as they come out on top, the Royal Engineers. Still a 4 versus 2 right now. Power's able to find himself a headshot, make that 2. Yeah, it was looking a little bit shaky at the start, but the Engineers come out on top. 4 players staying alive, a comfortable round for them to take. Now it's going to be the buy round. Sappers, they need to pull this one off. Are they buying? They're just buying really late. Okay, this is... I don't like to see this. Come on, guys. Got to be quicker on this. They're buying in the last few seconds of the freeze time, and it means that those players going for the pick, you've still got a player going for a mid pick, but he's like 3 seconds late. And with the timings of Counter-Strike, with the map balance, that's absolutely detrimental. It means that Power can push right up and punish you like this, and with an AWP up there as well, you don't want to be losing him this early. Power reeling it in though, doesn't want to lose a man that early on. So the Royal Engineers, they've done a fair amount of damage early on, but unable to find a kill. So we're still on a 5 versus 5 as Sappers in the B apartments, looking like they want to initiate something over towards there. But nothing for now. Just playing this one slow.
Nothing for now, indeed. Slow pace from both teams at the moment, bringing it back down and taking their time as they try and work out what each side is going to be doing. It's a nice buy up though, George.
Yeah, it's unfortunate from Tyler there as well. After that first shot comes in from without, he should really be falling off of the ticket box there. No need to stay up there, otherwise you will just get pre-fired and you'll have absolutely no chances. Without finds himself one more, brings it onto a 3-on-3. They have got a smoke for jungle here, but they're not throwing it. They're trying to cross. Actually, no, they didn't. He didn't have a smoke. It was Taker on the other side of the map with the smoke. So yeah, no jungle smoke there means that not a lot more he can do, but he was just the fake to allow his teammates to get onto the B site, get that bomb down, but yeah, with the limited utility, trying to cross to short like that, the CTs are far too close. And they should be able to get this defuse in. Taker, nothing he can do. He gets Molotov, smoked off, taken down by Power. The Engineers really looking on top here as they take the 12th round, or their 12th round. They take round 21.
That they do. They're starting to get a bit more of a gap now, or at least they were until that quick pullback. Either way, we're going to have to see who it takes to come out. We're going to be going to Nuke next map, I believe, as well.
Tyler just about gets away with one. The close smoke play, I think he might have been going for Fallen strat. You throw that smoke up to close ramp on the left-hand side. Wasn't accounting for a fast rush from Sappers, though. Maybe didn't hear the sound cue. Oh, no. Mr. Majestic. Doing him dirty like that. Gets himself one. Actually, gets himself the second of the round. He gets tagged down to 1 HP as well. He's getting away with murder this round. Cronenberg knows there's nothing he can really bring into this. But if he can take that AWP, there we go. That's going to be a big weapon out of the armory of the Sappers side if they can't retrieve it. 2 players to fight. Looking like he's actually going to go for this, but yeah, walking through that smoke, Wellmeat's always going to come out on top. He sees you before you see him. Sappers able to put themselves on double digits and not allow the Engineers to pull away from this one too much. Keeping them on a rein.
There we go, the double-digit figures, putting the Engineers in a bit more of an uncomfortable position. Let's see what they do, though, as they do get a very interesting viable Power on the AWP. Of course, Majestic picking up Sexy Doggo a little while back there, putting them on a good start.
Very, very good start. 4 versus 4 now then. It's the Sappers. They have taken mid control, but they need to work something off of it. They've got all 4 players locked in mid right now, and if the Engineers can keep it that way, not allow them to get up short, then it's going to be all the more difficult for them to make anything work. And Power finds himself 2. The bomb's still dropped, and he should know it. He's going to expect the player to be coming in from ladder room. Oh, almost lands the no-scope. Yes, he does well, Meeks. How can you be whiffing like that? It's not a time to be missing your shots. And wow, Power. I have no idea how he gets away with that. The Engineers kept themselves to 13. Sappers, that is, well, embarrassing to say the least.
Unfortunate. But that's what happens in CSGO, ladies and gentlemen. Anything can happen. It is live. Who do you think is going to close this one out, ladies and gentlemen? I believe my prediction is going to be coming through. But we'll have to wait and see.
Yes, we will. As the Engineers, they're starting to pull away now, and as they're against just a pistol buy, I think they've definitely got the potential to take this one. Tyler playing real up close. Gets himself in that nice corner. It's a nice off angle. Should have been able to get himself 2 there, but can't quite connect the shots. He's done 176 damage this round, though, so that will definitely be enough. 66 damage. Takeo finds himself 1 more, though. Gives him that man advantage. This is not looking all too good for the Engineers. They want to try and find themselves at least 1 more kill into this round for the retake. Takeo, a smart play to shoot the AWP over to his teammate, but he dies trying to pick it up. Find themselves in a 2-on-2 now. They've still not got the bomb down. They needed to get it earlier on. They needed to take care of that CT player and get that bomb on the site. And because they've taken so long, they're now in a position where if they do go for the plant, they are going to be shut down. Oh, Sexy Doggo reeling it in a little bit too much. He's going round to jungle. He's effectively allowing them to plant. This is dangerous as he walks through Murder Hole. What are you doing? You had the round in the bag as long as you stay CT and you swing on the bomb plant, and instead he's given Sappers a lifeline to work with, and as Aaron can't connect the shots either, does eventually find himself the kill. It's a 1 versus 1, him versus Without. No idea where his opposition is though. On the flash, despite the fact that it's missed, is actually going to force Without right back, and that smoke going to make things harder. If he sticks the defuse now, though, Without should come out on top. Going to swing out, no problem at all, as he takes down Aaron. And well, a very ambitious time to throw a smoke and stick the defuse. If it was a Molotov there, definitely that's his round. He can stick that defuse, and Without has no chance of pushing through it. But the smoke's not a wall, and yeah, Without's always going to prevail in that situation. So, Sappers get themselves onto 11. Things starting to get competitive as the Engineers down to an eco, and Sappers should be able to put themselves on 12.
Absolutely. Yeah, no, great stuff from them. Good to see them pulling it back. Obviously, Walmeek's trying to open things up now. On that B side, Cronenberg is lurking and ready with that Molotov. Is he going to keep them at bay? Or will he be able to put some more kills in his tally? For a second there, it was almost hard to see the action, but right now we're definitely seeing nice, even games so far from Sappers GG and Royal Engineers.
It's clear now that the Sappers don't expect to be against an eco, because they're giving the Engineers far too much respect for an eco. Playing this one really, really slow. Actually, it's questionable why the Engineers have gone for this eco, but with those 2 Deagle kills opening things up, it's not going to be too much of a problem. Without's got a good position here with this AWP to try and find this connector kill onto Tyler. As he's running back with his back turn, Without should be able to come out on top. No, he's distracted, killing Power. Takeo, though, finds himself 2 nice headshots, pulling Sappers back into this round. They go for the bomb plant. They should be able to pull this one off, as Aaron's really nowhere to be seen walking up underpass. This is a really questionable eco, though, from the Royal Engineers. You look at the money on these players. 4,200, 5,000, nearly 8,000, and then you've got 2 players that can't buy, But that's not a problem, because Aaron could have dropped a rifle, and then you just have one player that's maybe down to an SMG and plays up close. So there's no need for them to go to an eco here. All they've actually allowed Sappers to do is build up their economy further and pull this one back around closer than it really should be. Takeo will be able to close that one out with ease. Aaron, really not expecting him to be in jungle as he takes himself 3 headshots for that round. Now Engineers have got a hefty buy going into this one. Aaron can buy an AWP if he wants to, but yeah, it's crazy to see these players go for an eco in a situation like that when they can drop, yeah? You can drop weapons. If you're sitting on 8k, you can drop a weapon to your teammate. You can buy one yourself. They could definitely have bought into that round. Either way, though, shouldn't matter too much. Cronenberg, questionable. We're seeing him on a FAMAS again. Definitely a Galil FAMAS favouring man. Not sure why, as the AK and the M4 definitely superior, but either way, seems to be working out as the Royal Engineers take an advantage. Make that 3 as Cronenberg finds without with the FAMAS, and he's not opting to pick up that AK either.
No, he does not. Cronenberg, White, the madman with his FAMAS, and the Galil's still a nice headshot in. But we're just going to highlight Cronenberg for a second, because I mean, look, he is doing work right now for his team. He's picking up 16 frags. I mean, obviously Power. Let's not forget Power is 32 bombing. Sexy Doggo 21 bombing. But Cronenberg, he's doing okay, and especially for a man that's using, you know, the lower tier weapons, the ones that you would use mainly if you can't buy an AK or an M4. It's just great to see Cronenberg does not give a damn when it comes to what utility and equipment he uses.
Yeah, I mean, it's questionable, whatever. It's working out for him. He's putting up the numbers. The Sappers do get themselves onto the site, but Power, a nice wallbang headshot with the AWP. They've pushed into CT to try and clear it, but the bomb's been dropped on site. It's a questionable play, and Mr. Majestic not allowed any more in that round of Power. Dancing around the A site, finds himself 4. He's sitting 36 to 19 right now. I think if the Engineers didn't have Power, this would be a very different scoreline. But Power is opening things up. He's closing things out. It's the Power show right now. He's doing the whole shebang and really pulling his team ahead here. So Royal Engineers find themselves on to match point as we go into round number 28. They really want to close things out now. They're against the Sappers side with a limited buy. And it's their time to do it. Mr. Majestic, though, should be able to open things up. There we go. Tyler caught off guard in Sandwich. CT player not complimenting that position at all. Means there's no trade potential, and we find ourselves in a 3-on-3 as Sappers trying to work their way over to B site, but the bomb's going to fall. As without, burns in the flames.
Oh, without, not like this. This isn't how you want to go out. Burning down like Joan of Arc. As we see, well, mixed fall as well. It's going to be a 1 versus 3. Look at that. Cronenberg finally has caught up. Grabbed himself a bigger weapon. Carol Baskin left alive. Here we go. Power. Carol Baskin. And it's going to be Power that takes it. Great pickup from him. And that is all she wrote for game 1. Josh, how do you feel about how that went?
There's a lot of questionable plays. A lot of scenarios where I really felt that teams won rounds that they really shouldn't have been able to. But either way, like, whether a play is the right play to do or not, if it works out, if your aim prevails, if the enemy team don't expect it, then who's to say it's not the right play? Yeah. So they pull it off. The Royal Engineers put on a really, really good showing towards the end there as well, and a fantastic showing as always from Power. You cannot fault that man at all. So you predicted it right. They come out on top, and it was a very, very good game. But Sappers, they put up a fight. They really, really put up a fight. They put up much more of a fight than I think you initially anticipated. And I'm interested to see what they do going into map number 2, which is... Did you say it was Nuke we were going to be going on to map number 2?
We are going on to Nuke, yes, for our second game. And hopefully, Josh, you're as excited as I am to get into that map. But obviously, we do like to give our viewers here a break, get themselves some snacks, go to the loo, and get yourself prepared for game 2 Until then, seeing you guys very shortly.
Vibe all inside of my head. Drove from the flesh to the bones I dread. And even when the darkness knows us night, and I have the vibe, let me burn to ground. I have a vibe all inside of my head. Drove from the flesh to the bones I dread. And even when the darkness knows us night, and I have the vibe, let me burn to ground.
I'm falling top to toe, falling in love, but my heart's not there. I'm falling top to toe, falling in love, but my heart's not there. I live alone on my own, won't you save me? I've got hope, but I need more than that. You can help me, bring me down to earth. And I feel it in my heart, feel it in my soul. We've both got problems, don't you know? Now get them off your chest, put your mind to rest. She said, I'm falling top to toe, falling in love, but my heart's not there. I'm falling top to toe, falling in love, but my heart's not there. I'm falling top to toe, falling in love, but my heart's not there. I'm falling top to toe, falling in love, but my heart's not there. I walk alone on my own, won't you leave me? There's a road, but I need more than that. If you help me, no one will get hurt. And I feel it in my heart, feel it in my soul. You and I have problems, don't you know? Now get them off your chest, lay your mind to rest, your mind to rest. From my top to my toe, right from the word go, I was falling, I was falling. Before you even know, the cracks start to show. I was falling, I was falling. I'm falling top to toe, falling in love, but my heart's not there. I'm falling ideal. Oh, but nothing is forever, my girl. See, I'm a dreamer. Oh, for love it is all in the name. I'm a believer. You may be far away, but you're thinking the same. Oh, I close my eyes and I picture us together. I hope you know that I'll be waiting for you, my love, on this New York City coast. I close my eyes and I picture us together. I hope you know that I'll be waiting for you, my love, on this New York City coast. Oh, 'cause you're the real deal. You're worth every bit as much as you know. Yeah, delivered, signed and sealed. I will get that girl, albeit slow. And I'm a dreamer. Yeah, for love it is all in the name. I'm a believer. You may be far away, but we're thinking the same. I close my eyes and I picture us together. I hope you know that I'll be waiting for you, my love, on this New York City coast. I close my eyes and I picture us together. I hope you know that I'll be waiting for you, my love, on this New York City coast. I'll be waiting for you. 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 Won't live and take all night. We're only one flight away from each other. I'm coming for you one time. I close my eyes and I picture us together. I hope you know that I'll be waiting for you, my love, on this New York City coast. I close my eyes and I picture us together. I hope you know that I'll be waiting for you, my love, on this New York City coast. I'll be waiting for you. 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 There's a notebook on the table, you can take it to the store, so you won't forget the groceries anymore. There's a rifle in the cabinet that I used to fight a war, but to this day I don't know what I was fighting for. I'm fighting for. Show me love, sweep it over, and I'm falling at your feet. After 30 years of service and once you feel on me. Show me love, a sweet warm corner, let our love provide the heat.
belongs in my hand, belongs in your hand, belongs with me. Show me love and speak it older, and I'm
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to our best of 3 this afternoon, featuring 2 Army Scrim teams currently named Sappers GG and the Royal Engineers at this point in time. And the Royal Engineers are 1 map up. That was Mirage. It was a great map to see, and we're now on Nuke. So we're going to have to see how these teams come together, how they gel together, and how they are going to take this one away. Josh, do you have any prior things to say about this Nuke match that we're going to see?
Well, Mirage was interesting. It ended up pretty close. Obviously, the Engineers pulling away right at the end, taking it 16-11. So even though they took it relatively convincingly, it was a very close scoreline, and we can't forget that at times. In fact, there was a point where I think we were sitting 10-10. So it was definitely a close game. We just have to keep in mind that that's Mirage, a map that the Engineers B team have prevailed on previously, and those players have played a lot. As we get onto Nuke now, it could be a different story. It does come down to who's prepared, who knows their smokes on Nuke. Because that does seem to come into play in the Lions League. When you look at it at a top level, full-time players, they know everything on all the maps. They know all the smokes, they know all the flashes and everything. So that doesn't come into play. Like, it just comes down to who's prepared the most, who's knows the counter strats, and who's going to be winning their angels and stuff like that. Whereas in the Lions League, especially when we're seeing these weeks where we have mixed teams, whether they know the smokes and stuff like that really comes into play. So as we jump into the knife round, CT side definitely favourable. So the knife round doesn't mean nothing, and let's see who can take it and who ends up on that all-important CT start. Certainly not as well one-sided as it used to be. But we'll see. I like this. I like this strat from the Sappers. They're all going up on top of a garage. Oh no!
There they are. Ooh, interesting at the moment. We're gonna quickly jump back. Actually, bring Josh back up because we didn't get enough time to look at his gorgeous face, and we're gonna have to wait for some technical issues to be resolved as well, sadly. But welcome back, guys. We're going to have a quick sit down and talk about how this one's looking to shape up. I don't exactly know who is going to win this one out. Obviously, Nuke is a very, very dangerous map to play, especially if you're not prepared for it. Quick rotates, hard bomb sites to get back onto if you already lose them. It's going to be a hard slog for this match. Though, I'm going to stick with my prediction that I said earlier. 16-4 stomping for the Royal Engineers.
So just to clarify, the timeout's not all about me. It's actually for technical difficulties.
It's half and half, Josh. Obviously, chat are here to obviously check you out as well. But sadly, it also corresponds. It's just coincidental. Just coincidental that there were some tech issues that were causing some issues on the server as well.
Okay. Well, as you say, going into Nuke, I'll be looking forward to some fast plays because we saw a lot of on Mirage, especially from that Engineers side. We saw a lot of really slow takes where they'd set up for an execute, they'd sit there for a minute, they'd then execute it late. Whereas on Nuke, I'm not sure if there's much opportunity to do that on the A site. There's not much utility you can throw, so unless you want to just sit in T-Con for a minute for no reason, then I don't see any reason to be doing that. Taking outside control as a T, you need to be on it. You need to be quick. You need to throw that wall of smokes. You need to contest it early on. Because if you let the CTs, if you give the CTs time to take it, then they will. And then there's no chance of you retaking it. There's so many angles to clear. It's such an open part of the map outside on Nuke that you can't be retaking it. You either take it initially and you contest it, or you don't take it at all. And pretty much the same goes for ramp in terms of there's no. It's not necessarily that there's a low skybox. Almost the entire map's indoors. Yeah, so there's not many smokes you can throw in on the bomb sites. There's not much utility you can use except throwing a flash off the wall kind of thing. So I'm hoping to see a lot more fast dynamic plays. Maybe we'll see some vent dives going in on A. Maybe we'll see some ramp rushes, especially from what is effectively mixed teams today. But yeah, we'll have to see. I mean, I haven't seen either of these teams on Nuke, so I'll have to see what they can bring to the table.
There we are. We're going to jump straight into the action. Obviously, first pistol round going the way of Sappers GG. That's a great start for them. And we're going to see both teams forcing, or at least the Royal Engineers forcing into this round, getting some SMGs and a nice buy up from the Sappers GG team as well.
Yeah, very nice buyout. The Engineers, though, they brought the MAC-10s into this one. They're really fighting for it. So they get the bomb plant, take the man advantage. Power, though, can't find Takeo. Brings it back into a 3-on-3 as Cronenberg falls as well. Sexy Doggo finds one back. They're trading backwards and forwards, but Sexy Doggo finds himself in a 2 versus 1 as the bomb's down, though, and he does find himself that kill. He's in the favourable position, but Wellmeeks just about gets it, and he will be able to get on the bomb in time. Sappers just about pulling ahead, much closer than they would have hoped. That's what happens, though, when you force into that second round. The Royal Engineers almost had it, but getting that bomb plant means that they do have plenty of money, and they should buy into this round. There we go. They are going to. I didn't want to see a repeat of what we saw last game, where rounds that they really should be buying, they were choosing not to. It's interesting to see as well. This is something, just lack of coordination. Cronenberg, he could drop a gun to his teammate. Drop a gun over to Tyler. Give an AK, you can give him a Galil. Instead, he's holding on to 2.8k, and Tyler's down to a MAC-10. So I think that's probably just a little bit of a communication barrier there, but doesn't make too much difference. Sappers coming out on top, finding themselves 2 early kills. It's Mr. Majestic and Takeo to take him. Sexy Doggo, though, finds 2. Why are they getting aggressive there? They've got a 2-man advantage. They don't need to take hut control. This is crazy. I don't understand it, but we're in a 3 versus 3. And the Engineers working their way over towards ramp.
Scream teams, how dare you upset Josh? We need to see some top quality CSGO action right now. Bring it back in without starting things off strong, getting Doggo dropped down, TDI finding Wellmeeks. And we're going to have to see what comes next. Takeo, he is chilling in those vents right now. He's actually finding a better position to go to. Trying to see where this bomb's going. 44 seconds. Come on, teams. Show off that skill level. We want to see it.
You're right, Blitzy. I don't want to cast anymore. I'm really upset. But
there they.
Without, though, gets himself a nice shot onto the player up the ladder, and Aaron coming out of the squeaky door is going to get taken out by Without as well. 2 nice shots from him to close it out. And there we go. That's a nice bit of skill from him, redeeming his teammate's mistake early on. And Sappers do take their way to 3-0, and the Engineers won't be buying into this one at all. But yeah, I mean, just really questionable stuff. Really, really questionable stuff that could well have cost them the round. Now, though, they just want to make sure that they lose as few guns as possible here as they're against the Glocks, without opening things up, though.
Absolutely. Without taking his first frag already with Takeo, he's going to have a shooting gallery. He's having a field day. He takes down 2. Cronenberg and TDI, they fall. Power getting a nice shot onto Majestic there. Carol Baskin taking down Aaron there as Power refrags on a Carol Baskin, and she goes down in a 1 versus 2 situation.
All the memes coming out today. I like that accent. Power, though. A 1 versus 2. And he's going to fall to Wellmeeks. So Sappers taking it 4-0. I'm not even going to try and copy that accent. It was too good for me.
I'm sure you would do it very well. Josh has just been very nice and trying not to overshadow my accent there, I think, chat. But either way, great stuff there from Carol Baskin and the rest of the team as they take another round from the Engineers.
Yeah, much stronger showing early on. Obviously, it is the CT side on Nuke, so it is to be somewhat expected, but nonetheless, they're doing really, really well without finding that early kill onto Sexy Doggo, but getting a little bit greedy, facing Power there. Obviously, Power is going to have the angle on you. He saw you a few seconds before, so costs him his life, brings things back onto a 4-on-4. And Carol Baskin, I can't do it. I can't do it.
Done,
He
Josh.
finds himself too, though. The man advantage. Take that back. Nice headshot from Cronenberg. Brings it into a 2-on-2. Aaron's really low HP now, though. They try and work their way down to the B site, but Wellmeeks is there in time to try and cut them off. Staying in the vents, should be able to find himself the kill. There we go. Aaron goes down. Cronenberg doesn't have a clue what's going on, but he still flicks and finds himself the kill. Seems to hear... Okay, the sound cue was above him. I was so confused there as to why he just spun around and shot, but obviously the steps above him, got confused, thought it was from behind. He's playing this really well, though. Instead of going for the plant, he's actually waiting for the rotation from Mr. Majestic. Mr. Majestic is going for a double smart play, though. He's not going down the vent. He's not going ramp. He's thinking about it. He's thinking about it. It's like that meme where all of the sums are coming up on the screen in his head.
Ah, the 200 IQ.
I mean, they're just IQing each other right now. This is very odd. Now Cronenberg's running onto the site. He knows that he hasn't really got time, and he needs to get this bomb down. This might not be the play, but Mr. Majestic's chosen the wrong door. Oh no! Cronenberg comes out on top. That was a mess, but either way, does clutch it out. Wow.
Wow. Unbelievable scenes here, ladies and gentlemen. We just saw absolute... If some call it art, some sort call it chaos, but either way, ladies and gentlemen, the Lions League full of surprises as we see a pistol buy-up coming out from CTs here. Royal Engineers fully stocked up on rifles. Even Gabriel Baskin using the dualies here. Very wise choice coming out from Coxie. We've seen him utilize those in the past. Him and Power, almost the same person when it comes to gun utilization. Oh, and Sexy Doggo, look at that. Beautiful frags coming in from him. Aaron also dropping down another CT. This is a great start from the Royal Engineers. We might see a second round on the board already for them.
Yeah, 2 versus 5 now without, and Carol Baskin left in this one without. Going to find himself the 1D though. Grabs himself an AK. So it's definitely doable, but still a 2-man disadvantage. They've got the players to find, but as the Engineers, I don't know why they haven't got the bomb down yet. They've got the A site. There we go. It's finally going down, and without's going to fall. And I do not see this happening now. 4 versus 1. Ooh, grabs an AK. Probably just going to go for the save here.
Might just save it here, yeah. The AK in hand running up to Secret. Maybe. Just maybe. Okay. Wow, I didn't even get the chance to do the action. Carol Baskin taking down 1. But TDI does get the pickup. Great stuff from Tyler. Tyler, best looking player in the server, can confirm. I'm not a biased caster in the slightest.
Now, whilst you may not be the prediction god, I'll crown you the impressionist god.
Thank you very much.
You can have that one. We'll animate a little crown on your head for next stream.
I might just go out and find one. Obviously, ordering it in, ladies and gentlemen, as we are staying indoors during the lockdown.
Nice plug.
Fantastic. Oh, another pistol buy here, Josh. It looks like they're gonna be saving that money, as the great little Dicky once said. Actually, 1 has already gone down. Make that 2. Power, he's opening up his kill wallet, and he is angry. He's going to be taken down 2. Will he find a 3rd? I think he is. TDI, in fact, coming to blows without here. Does find him, picks him up. Carol Baskin taking a time now to try and maybe pick up a kill, but TDI, too smart. Call him Joe Exotic as he finds Carol Baskin and sends her an angry letter.
I mean, that was bizarre from Takeo that round. Swung really, really late. Had he swung earlier with that deagle, I think he would have found himself a kill, but tucked behind that vent, does allow Power to open things up, find himself 2. Puts the Engineers on 3 now as they're working over towards ramp, but Wellmeeks finds himself 1. They're not going to commit another player over there. Oh no, Takeo, that's not a fun grenade. Doesn't matter too much though, but Carol Baskin, I'm not doing it anymore. That's it. That's the last time I'm doing it. You win. You win.
Very good, Josh. It was very good, I will say. Very, very good. I think Pow was impressed actually with that action because he's just taken one for it as well.
Yeah, 3 versus 3 now though. Mr. Majestic down to 5 HP as well. Look at this angle that Taiko's holding. Actually does the damage, but falls right back. The Engineers, they've got the ramp control. It's a good nade from Aaron to take Mr. Majestic as well. He was creeping him from behind without falls too. Not sure why he stepped there. He's given away his positioning. He had the perfect angle and Power wouldn't have expected it, but he stepped right at the end. Does cost him his life. And now Taiko, he's on the wrong floor. A 1 versus 3. I wouldn't be surprised if he goes for a save here. Yeah, Taiko. Going for the save then. And it's looking like the Engineers will allow him to have it, but actually, he's really close to the site. I think he is far enough away now that he'll be fine, but second he goes right underneath that bomb site. You got to remember, Nuke. It's a little bit broken when it comes to where the bomb does damage to you. You can be sitting on the B site, miles away from the action, and the bomb exploding on A will still kill you.
Actually, Josh, we could probably highlight an update that was brought out recently. Obviously, CSGO getting a lot more updates recently in the last couple of months. Obviously, CSGO, one of the more neglected Steam projects we've seen in recent history. But as Aaron throws a nade here, just to highlight it, they have actually fixed grenades now. So if you are hiding behind something, but it is obviously not covering the full torso of the player, you still take damage, which is great, because obviously on places like Dust 2, short with the staircase, if you manage to just slightly get in front of the staircase and the grenades behind it, you wouldn't take a single bit of damage. Whether that corresponds over to the bombs now as well, I don't know. But grenades are now fixed, can confirm it.
Yeah, it's very good. It's taken them a long time to sort that one out. In major tier Counter-Strike, it's been a problem. Yeah, it's really, really bad to see when things like that happen at major events in pivotal rounds. But it's better late than never, I suppose. So yeah, that being fixed, hopefully we won't see anything like that happening in the future. And I'd like to think it corresponds into bombs as well, but we will have to see. I might have to jump into a server and test it out. Right now, though, the Engineers, they've taken the lead, and we're seeing Sappers in another one of these weird situations. They could have bought, but they haven't. But Wellmeeks has. I don't know. But he's pushed up aggressive, and he might be able to take this AWP off Power, because there's no way Power's going to be expecting him to be up close to the left here. There we go. Wellmeeks is going to find it. That's the AWP out of the equation, but a 3-on-3. Royal Engineers, they should have been able to take the site. Carol Baskin there to deny it, but we're back into a 2-on-2, and they should be able to get this bomb down now as well.
Maybe. Oh, Taiko finding Cronenberg. It puts Aaron in a 1 versus 2. Wellmeeks very clinical there, taking down Aaron, or Aaron as some people might call him. We've had this debate before, Josh, actually, previous to when you were part of the casting team. Aaron has played in our games previously, but there is a debate on whether it's Aaron or whether it's Aaron.
Right. That is the correct spelling for Aaron. Aaron does have 2 A's.
That is, but obviously some people take advantage of that Keen Peele? A comedy skit where he goes, Aaron, and everyone laughs. But obviously, we're going to have to wait and see from Aaron on his social medias, or Aaron on his social medias, whether it is Aaron or Aaron. Aaron, please get back to us.
Yeah, it might be one of those quirky names where he pronounces it differently, like ever seen the film Pop Star, Deborah?
Deborah.
It's an interesting pronunciation. Perhaps that's the case. Well,
Might have to.
4 retake now. Sappers trying to work their way back into this site. There's too many smoke grenades, though. I mean, how can they see what's going on? It's not looking like they can. They're getting mowed down by the Engineers. Surely the save call comes in soon.
That's all she wrote for that one. Cronenberg, TDI, great pick up there. While we have the chance to talk as well, it would be great to harken back to how Twitch enjoys their chat, for example. You know, our chat, we love them to bits here at EFLGG, we do. Obviously, if you guys are part of our Discord or our social medias and you'd like to give us some feedback in regards to how we can make the streams better for you, for example, army-related emotes. I've been thinking about this for quite a while. I'm sure a few people at the EFL have been as well. For example, one of the army guys gets blinded by a smoke or a flashbang. You can then spam army blind in the chat and take part. It's a great thing to have. So if you guys want that, let's get a petition going for army-related emotes at EFLGG. They have the slots. Let's get them filled.
Indeed, that would be very cool. Carol Baskin. Oh, it's a good position to do some damage. Gets one headshot. Is forced to fall off of it, but it's going to slow the engineers down in a place that they would have thought they would have just been able to take no problem. The grenade's going to do a bit of damage, but they still stand. Cronenberg rotating in as well, doing more damage. Taco coming in from behind. Brings it onto a 1 versus 1 as Sexy Doggo is coming in. Is Taco going to realize he's got the bomb down? Ooh. I think he does. He can't see it, though. Where is the bomb down?
I don't know, Josh. We're going to have to find out. This could be the case of the mysterious disappearing bomb here. In secret. He's looking around for it. There's a lot of dead bodies down here, so...
Ah, there it is. It's just out in the open, just to the left. Ooh. And he is going to come out on top. Sexy Doggo, a massive disadvantage there as he has to retrieve it. No utility to try and force out Taco either, so they're able to level things out. A big time to do so. Coming in from behind on Secret, trapping them in. So as we go 6-6, it's much the same as what we were seeing last game. Very, very close, but for a CT side on Nuke, you would expect them to come out on top, at least an 8-7, so let's see if the engineers can deny them of that. Put them in a favourable position for the second half. So this round they're going over towards ramp. It's only Wellmeek's there and he hasn't got an AWP. He's just down to that M4. The AWP's holding outside. It's in the hands of Without. But it's going to make this push onto ramp that much easier. Taco's here to support though. They might be able to shut this one down. Oh, do exactly that. That's played absolutely perfectly. Really nice coordination for Wellmeeks to drop off. Taco to swing. That's a complete shutdown. That's really well played from Sappers. Oh no, Tyler. Oof.
Look at that.
He'll be upset we caught that one on stream.
That he will. His reputation very, very high in this community. That might knock it down just a peg, but either way, going to be getting into another very close round. Look at that scoreline, 7-6. And, I mean, even the kills are very close for both teams as well. They're all working together very well, especially in that last round. We saw that clinical hold from Sappers GG. Predictions now starting to get a bit more worrisome as we see the Glock charge from the T's getting shut down early as well. Shooting range right now as Carol Bearskin takes down Cronenberg. While Meek's taking down Aaron in the back lines. It's going to be Tyler again to fall.
Wow, look at Zappers there. Once they took that control, they got that initial pick, they then charged right in. They were pushing through mid. I mean, they had two players push right up mid there, and that final kill they got onto Tyler was essentially like in T-spawn. Crazy, crazy stuff from Zappers. Showing the confidence, and this round we're seeing Tyler on the AWP and Power down to a scout. That is a questionable one, but let's see how they work with it. Cronenberg falling early. Tyler does get the trade though, proving that he is the man to wield the weapon. It's a 4-on-4. And Power with that mobility has actually got himself right into Secret, but as well Meeks has pushed up ramp. He's in T-Con. He's got so much information, but he's got greedy. He's pushed him further than he needed to, and he's got taken down by Sexy Doggo. The engineer's got a man advantage. Make that too as Sexy Doggo finds Mr. Majestic. The engineers should be able to take this 8-7 now.
That they should. Though it is live, anything can happen, and Taco could end up pulling out the clutch. As we wait to see where he's going to be pushing from. He is going to be outside. He's all alone. Does see Tyler up there. Have had a message come through from Tyler telling everyone to remind themselves to never pass Tyler the ult. And there we go, that's why. Oh, Tyler, never mind, take it back. Tyler does frag out Takeo, but what a spray down from Takeo himself to take down 2. And that is an 8-7 half. Josh, you predicted it and you called it.
That is so good from Tyler there. That message has just come through and I was thinking, what? Like, he hit the shot early on in the round. And then just as I read it, we look back up. And yeah, misses those shots at the end. Just about caught it as he got the kill. So, I mean, technically it counts as him winning a 1v1. And I think that's the third 1v1 we've seen him win today. So, very strong stuff from Tyler. And yeah, a very good showing to take the 8-7 half as a T side on Nuke. That is considered a very good half. And if they can take the pistol round, they'll be in a good position to take this game. And they're wanting to be doing so because obviously they want to take this series 2-0. You don't want to go to a third map because then things start to get dangerous. And not only does the nerves come into play, but actually it's quite tiresome. When you play a best of 3, it goes to the third map, especially when the games are close, which so far they have been. It definitely comes into play, that tiredness. So, let's see how this plays out. All players on the server right now putting their weight. Yeah, no one's really carrying as per se, and no one's slacking. So, let's see who takes this pistol round. Let's do a little pistol round prediction. Blitzy, who's taking the pistol round?
Ooh, well, Josh, my predictions have been on form today, so it's a very dangerous question to ask. But, let's think about it. We have the likes of, without fragging up for the CTs, we have Carol Baskin doing pretty well for herself as well. So we might end up seeing Engineers doing well in it, but I think Tyler has bought to. Okay, yeah, Ryle Engineers are going to win this pistol round very convincingly. Tyler, those dualies, unbeatable combination. Name a better duo, ladies and gentlemen. Tyler and dualies.
Agreed. That grenade, though, going to give the illusion they might be going for a vent dive, but it's not going to matter. Power and Sexy Doggo actually doubling up over towards ramp. Unable to connect the shots, though, meaning that Sappers will be able to get down. Well, not to the site. They will be able to get down ramp as they cross. Power's there to hold it, but still not connecting the shots. Oh, no. It's falling apart. They've done a lot of damage, but he finally falls, and the bomb site in the favour. 2-man advantage. Tyler, though, with those dualies. Oh, my. He's a cowboy, and you can't stop him. Mr. Majestic can't connect those shots either. Finally landing the headshot. Gets himself a second as well. And well, Sappers, they take the pistol round, but I don't think that it was necessarily due to them outplaying them. I think just everyone missed a load of shots. Mr. Majestic redeems himself towards the end, does find himself 3 kills, but yeah, that's the issue with those pistol rounds. When you're a CT, you've got a USP, it's not a particularly spammable weapon. When you've got Glocks charging you down and they're strafing left and right, it's so difficult to connect those shots, and yeah, it can lead to just that, basically. That, what we just saw. You've got Glocks spamming the body, which is like an 8-9 hit kill, and you've got USPs tapping away, desperately trying to find a headshot, and it leads to one funny mess, but Sappers do take the pistol round. They pull 2 rounds away. As Takeo finds himself that entry onto Tyler, and they should be able to get onto the A site now.
Ooh, bit of a bloodbath in the vents at the moment. Takeo takes 2. Sexy Doggo did get 1 in the backlines there, and it's out Power on his own. In fact, no, I take that back. His current tagline is Gamer Power. I want to make sure he gets his full name put in the stream here, as he's looking to go for a gamer moment of his own here. He picks up a UMP to save. I think the T's are now just going to leave him alone in those vents. In fact, Takeo needs to run. He's very, very low on HP. Oh, no. Takeo running back into the danger zone. Clearly a lemming to danger.
Survive to the bomb, though. Mr. Majestic getting too close, but He didn't really have anything to lose, only a USP. I'm not sure how as well, because he had 7k. Did he just not buy anything that round? That is odd. I don't know. I don't know anymore. Tyler's bought an Negev. I feel like he's trolling or something.
Oh no, the Engineer Negev, one of the most dangerous weapons in the utility for that team. When you see an Engineer with a Negev, you know it's about to go down.
Oh wow, does a lot of damage on the players crossing to Secret, unable to find a kill, and Power's gonna fall. Should I say gamer Power? He's definitely a gamer, but he's not pulled out. The stops like he did last game. We saw him dropping 36 kills on Mirage, and he hasn't had too much of an impact going into New, because Sappers should be able to convincingly take this round. They've got themselves onto the bomb site. They've got a 2-man advantage, but 3 players low, and Tyler getting one with the Negev. The tables could turn, but as they lose another man, find themselves in a 3-on-2.
That we do. Oh, Majestic. Smashing down Tyler is now all to play for Aaron, but just like that, he has been eviscerated. Goodbye, Aaron, and that is an 11-7 scoreline, and the Sappers are starting slowly to run away with this. Especially now that the Engineers are on a pistol buy. And we haven't seen, I'm not going to lie, Josh, I'm very disappointed that we haven't seen a full deco buy today. Very uncharacteristic of the Lions League teams, as they usually do go for the heavy deco buys, but none today as I've seen. Very, very upsetting.
Yeah, what I find bizarre about, I mean, you see it in this game, but you see it in the Lions League in general. When you watch higher tier Counter-Strike, when they lose these bomb sites, when they lose control, they go for save calls, like a lot. Yeah, they say, right, we're going to go and save. And you see, oh, Power, nice headshot. Brings things to 4-on-4, and he gets himself an AK for it. But yeah, you see save calls coming in a lot more, whereas with the Lions League, they're all just ruthless. They charge in, even when they've got a 1-man, 2-man disadvantage, they charge in for these retakes. And, well, I mean, we do see why, I suppose. Bizarre things seem to happen, and they do come out on top. Without, though, is going to take out Sexy Doggo, who whiffs a little bit there. He's Power in a 1 versus 2. He's only got 38 HP, but he has got an AK, and his opponents are both low and yet to plant the bomb. So it's definitely a doable one, but he really needed to reposition, and instead he stayed behind the smoke. Now he's starting to reposition. Had he have stayed behind the smoke and then re-aggressed, it could have been quite good, because they're not really expecting him to be there, but he's going for a late heaven rotate. This might work out. He might be able to find himself one off guard. As he walks up. Sappers are playing this pretty well. Oh, no, they're not. No need for that peek, and brings it into a 1-on-1 as that Molotov goes down as well. This is definitely doable for Power. Oh, no, Takeo's just walked into it. What have I just seen? How has Power just clutched that?
He does pick it up, wow. I think there's something going on here. I think Power, using that gamer power of his, forced Takeo into a very, very dangerous situation, and he had to go through that fire.
They were on an eco. Power didn't have a kit. Takeo didn't need to run through the Molotov. He could have just gone round to hut. Like, crazy, crazy scenes, but just as I was saying before, in a scenario where you're in a 1v2, you got 30 HP and an AK, no kit, and you say, do you know what? At any other level, you would fall back and you say, I'm going to save this AK, bring it into the next round. No. In the Lions League, we show no fear. We go into these 2v1 retakes, and we take them with style like that. And actually, off of the back of it, the Engineers able to find themselves 2 quick kills into this round, looking to put their 9th on the board as Sappers. Well, they're trying to work their way into ramp, but Sexy Doggo's there, finds himself 2. Mr. Majestic trades it, but with his teammates falling like flies, he's in a 1 versus 3 now. He has got the bomb, but it's going to be a very, very difficult one for him, especially with Tyler coming in from behind. All the timing just about not working out for him, but he should be able to take him out in due time. There we go. Mr. Majestic. Not able to find himself anything as the Royal Engineers put their 9th on the board. And, well, Sappers. They should They should buy into this one, but from what we've seen previously, bearing in mind 2 of them can't afford to, they are going for an eco, but it's a very odd eco where you kind of got 2 people, one person that's just got a Glock armor, Taco's got a Mac 10 armor, the rest are just down to these Glocks, and they're going for a vent dive, but Tyler's there to completely shut it down.
Ooh, Aaron spraying down from heaven. Doesn't see anyone else though, as it is Wellmeeks to the left. Last one alive. Oh, hello! Power! Very uncharacteristically caught off guard with the AWP there. Getting sprayed down, but Cronenberg there to back him up. Gets the AWP in return. It's very rare to see Power panic as well. Because he's very cool in these situations, and seeing him, you know, trying to get out of that situation after that whiff shot, very hard to see.
Yeah, I just don't think he was expecting Wellmeeks to be down secret like that, especially up close. It's, yeah, for any AWPer, we'll catch you off guard. But Cronenberg able to retrieve the AWP right at the end of the round, is able to drop it right back to Power. So Royal Engineers in a really good position here to level things out. Power's playing deep garage with the AWP and both smokes missing. They've thrown 2 smokes into garage to try and take him out, and both of them have missed, and it's cost them that man advantage. As without sitting on the silo, trying to trade it, Power, you don't need to be swinging that. You've got the man advantage. You know that there's a player on silo. You're never going to win that fight. And as Tyler, oh no, does finally get the kill, but he's allowed his teammate to fall. So they do take the man advantage, but it's very, very messily as Mr. Majestic trades it out. He is hunting for that second kill as well. They know he's on heaven without creeping up. He needs to not make any noise here, though. He is doing the silent jumps. He should be able to creep his way up, but... well, is Aaron going to expect it? Oh, he sees the shadow! Yes! Aaron comes out on top. Gets himself the second as well. Royal Engineers level things up. 11 to 11. It's very close. It's very messy, but... it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how you win the round as long as you win it.
Absolutely. I mean, we have a little bit of someone is having a little bit of a tech issue, but we're carrying on regardless of that issue. Might be just a bit of BM in the chat from the players, but it is a friendly, so we don't have to worry as much. As we see Sexy Doggo, he is the king of Ram currently. Nothing stopping him. Power's there to back him up, and that is a... ooh. Oh, Power, no, don't do this to me. Oh, there we go. The shutdown on Ram. Almost getting a bit dangerous there, but yeah, no, great pickup from Power and Sexy Doggo.
Really feels like since Power won that 2v1, we've just seen him a bit more. Yeah, I mean, Sexy Doggo is the man who's really putting up the numbers for the Engineers side on this map, taking some of the shoulder strain off of Power, but Power, we're starting to see him more. He's making these bigger plays. He's opening things up, especially on mid, the second round in a row. He's got that initial pick. He just needs to play discipline with it now. I mean, a big mistake from Sappers there. They've thrown the wall of smokes. They've left a big gap in it. Tyler's actually filled it in for them. I'm not 100% sure why he's done that, but either way, they've smoked off garage, but they've peeked before the smokes bloomed, and it's allowed Power to get himself a free, easy kill. I like this play from Tyler, though. He's wrapped all the way around. He's come up from secret, and if he stays in this angle, he should be able to get himself a kill, but he's got to not get aggressive here. If he walks up, he puts his life in jeopardy. Luckily for him, though, it's looking like Sappers are going over towards Ramp, trying to get onto this B site. A 4 versus 4 now. They should be able to walk on, and the Engineers looking like they're going to find themselves in a retake situation.
Oh, Power with the no-scope on a Carol Bearskin. As Tyler does get another frag out there as well without getting a refrag onto Tyler, putting us into a 3v2. Keiko. Oh, he's in a good position for this, actually, though he is alone. Position very hard to, get the player out of it. Very defendable. Cronenberg's creeping. Aaron and Cronenberg have a lot to do here to take down Takeo and get rid of him. Oh, but they decide to go What a time here. That's not a good decision. Cronenberg does take the bullet. It's a 5 seconds to do it. Aaron playing it smart, hiding. And it does go the way of the engineers, though.
Swing, Aaron. Ah, wow.
Swing and a miss for Aaron, but they do get the round.
Oh, if Aaron swings there, he kills Takeo after time. He gets the AWP out of play, and Takeo doesn't get any money, but instead, he lets him bring the AWP into the next round. Oh, that is a shame, but either way, they do put the round on the board. That was very, very dangerous. Had Aaron just watched the window there whilst his teammate was watching double doors, he would have been able to keep both players alive there and take that round, but by both watching the same angle, it allowed it to get very, very close. Sexy Doggo is just no respect, pushing comms by himself. No support, no flashes or anything. Not sure how he's got away with that one. I like this angle from Tyler, though. Getting creative. As Power finds himself one more, the engineers, well, they're doing what they did last game. Do you remember? It was so close. Zappa's actually on top. We get to the sort of 20th round, and the Royal Engineers seem to just pull away, and that's what they're doing now. We saw it 11-10, same situation last game, and the Royal Engineers pulled away, pulled 5 in a row, and took it 16-11, and well, we're seeing much of the same. 13-11 right now, and there we go. Sexy Doggo closes out the kill onto without. 14-11. Engineers one away from match point, as the Sappers haven't really got money to invest into this one. I wouldn't be surprised if they do, because they have got money. Yeah, there we go. Okay, they can pull out the AKs. They're not going to have a lot of utility, and they certainly won't have an AWP, but yeah, they can invest into it nonetheless. Same.
We'll have to see how this round goes. Carol Bascom was a little bit late to get out of the blocks. We had a little talk while they were going into this. Oh no, Tyler just whiffing the chance to take down one of the T's early, but Aaron in such a great position as well to take it down. And yes, that's 3 T's down already in this round. It's such an important round for the T's to get, but Takeo ripping Sexy Doggo's head off. So powerful that it actually jumps us forward there to our final round with Majestic falling without does frag down Aaron. Josh, do you think Tyler can do this?
Oh, I think he can, but it's right on without right now. 2 versus 1. He needs to clutch it out for his team to keep them in it. Is Tyler going for a knife kill here? Tyler's seen him, is he not? I don't know. I don't know why he took so long there. I think that was just a little bit of PM, but either way, the 2-0 for the Royal Engineers. They did the same thing both games. I don't know why. I really maybe they just allowed them to get close and then was like, right, now we're going to take it away from you right at the end. But it seems crazy. Maybe it was actually to do with the Sappers. They keep it close, they keep it competitive, and then when it gets to that later in the game, they then start making some mistakes, they start letting things slip, and it's what we saw both games, basically. 2 16-11s, both playing out in the exact same way. It's really unfortunate to see, but quite frankly, I think the Sappers, they just needed to take a couple more rounds, maybe even one more round on their CT side, and they really could have done that, but there were several rounds that they let slip that they just shouldn't have. Yeah, they really shouldn't have. That power 2 versus 1, that should have been Sappers' round all day long. And there's a couple of other scenarios where they gave up control where they didn't need to. They ecoed when they really didn't need to. And yeah, they just let it slip. But today, it was only a friendly, and it was a close one. It was an exciting one to cast. But despite the close score lines, the Royal Engineers do take it 2-0. And yeah, I'm sure they'll be happy with that one. I also love to see in the second map as well, Tyler, putting out the Julies, putting out the Negevs, keeping things fun.
Absolutely. What a game to see. Obviously, we do love a friendly here at the Lions League. And, of course, it's that time again, Josh, where we have to say goodbye. But, ladies and gentlemen, the fun doesn't end there. If you guys want to go and check out everything to do with the Lions League, go to lionsleague.co.uk or check us out on social medias, AOS.tv or EFLGG. On Twitter. And other than that, though, if you guys also want to check out me and Josh, our handles are below. If you want to ask us any questions about the Lions League or anything related to CSGO or anything in general about, I don't know, how Josh makes those world famous pancakes in the morning, then by all means, send us a DM and get involved with the Lions League. Josh, can you close us out in style for the final time tonight?
First and foremost, it's the girlfriend that makes the pancakes. I'm terrible at making pancakes. I make them too thick and they're just awful, but she's a fantastic pancake maker. Secondly, though, I will wrap things off. Thank you, everybody, for watching. We've had a huge amount of action today, kicking things off with the CSGO Fight Night, jumping into Lions League. We saw backwards and forwards plays, but at the end of the day, it is the Royal Engineers that come out on top. Join us tomorrow for some more CSGO Fight Night action. And if you're here for the Lions League, then make sure you tune in next Tuesday for some more action. For now, though, that's going to be all from me and Blitzy. Good night, everybody.